Together with our alliance, it shouldn't be rocket science. Hey, if I'm being honest, we're just feeling lost inside. Together with our alliance, it shouldn't be rocket science. Hey, if I'm being honest, we're just feeling lost inside.
Sitting on a bench, waiting for the time to pass, dreaming of what happens next. I see what I wanna be, questioning my destiny, only knowing what I see. I don't even realize I've already made a path, and I can change it anytime I can.
Hours long, the mountain calls, every turn a battle, every street a fall. Engines roar like hearts that beat, fighting on, refusing to retreat. Like the track, life's got its twists, but the finish line is where the hope begins. Climb the hill, feel the weight. Every second counts, it's not too late. Side by side, we take the fight through the dark into the light.
Well, hello ladies and gentlemen from all over the world. Welcome to this special event organized by Full Grip Motorsport here at the Nordschleife in Germany, where we are gonna be hosting a 2-hour race on the Green Hell. Today, I will not be alone here. I will be held company by my favorite colleague, Patrick. Hello, Patrick.
Hello and welcome everybody and everybody watching on YouTube also on the Green Hell. And everybody knows now that Verstappen is driving on this moment on the North. I think a lot of people will check it. And also we do today, yeah, and we had 40 drivers start. And let me see, we have now 29 cars already in the game. So yeah, it will be an epic race, Jim, I think.
Yes, it definitely will be an epic race on one of the most iconic tracks the world has to offer, I would say. This is, of course, a track. We are currently from the Netherlands, so yeah, it's very close by. But this is a track that you want to drive at. This is one of the most dangerous, but also most tracks where you can learn a lot from you and the car. So for the drivers who are driving in this event, it is a true test of man and machine, how they can work together.
Yeah, and it's also a test for the cars. But it's especially, I think, it could be a wake-up call. What your skills are at this moment in the GT3 car. So, yeah, you can have a great race, but it's also a long time, 2 hours to go. So, yeah, I think will be a test for all the guys. I saw a lot of guys who just started at Full Grip Motorsport. So, yeah, I think it could be chaotic, but also maybe fun.
Yeah, it will definitely be fun because as we see in these beautiful shots, there's a lot of corners, which is the most not endangering, but it's I don't know the word for it, but it's exciting. The track is exciting. This race is gonna be awesome. I don't know what else to add to this. It's gonna be a perfect day. Maybe the weather will be also a factor that is going to decide this race. But for now, in the practice that they are running, it was looking dry. So I am curious what this qualification also will bring to us. And we're waiting for them to start the qualification. And once that happens, we will jump into the game with all of you guys. But for now, we still have to do a little bit of talking. And Patrick, maybe you can tell us a little bit about this format that we have. Because there will be a pit window, if I'm correct.
Yeah, for sure. Window, and I can tell you it is 15 minutes after the start. The pit window opens, and it's closing after 105 minutes. So it's 15 minutes before the end of the race. They have to do 2 mandatory pit stops, and they have to do refueling and also tire change. So it's both mandatory for 2 times, and the rest they can fill in themselves. They can do their own strategy, and of course that's on the drivers what they do.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I think the strategy will be very important in this race because we have the 2 pit stops that are mandatory. So it will quite shake up the race if you mess up one of those pit stops. But for now,
it will go. Yeah,
let's jump into this
switch,
track because we see them driving on this track as well. So let's head into there.
Yeah, and we're ready. And on this moment, I think it's a funny name, but it's a car number 777, and his name is I think DNF. We know it like did not finish, but I hope he will.
I also hope we will have everybody who is going to start this race finish.
Yeah.
But they first need to do their outlap, and something that we are, I think, going to see is that on the outlap they will cut almost all of the track to go short, or is that not allowed this time around?
Yeah, this is a shortcut, especially for you don't have to do the complete outlap because this is a long way around. So you can do the first round to warm up the car, your tires, your brakes, and then you go for the shortcut. You go to the right, and you go straight on to the straight, and there you start your hot lap, and then you go. After that, you go on the Nordschleife itself. So then you start the whole roller coaster. It is, I think, for most of the drivers, and then you have to. Here you see the shortcut. You see the pylons over there. Oh, I see some flying around. Now we're looking now at Bas de Vreugd, and he's starting, I think, now his hot lap. So let's check this out. But you know, it's a big track. So it's I think the times could be around 8 minutes and something like that. I think we'll see today.
Yeah, it's gonna be quite interesting who is going to set the fastest time, because it is a long track, which means a lot of people will make mistakes. So I don't think we will see times at the sharpest, like underneath 8 minutes. But I think the times will be close, because there's so many corners to make a mistake, which is going to put every single driver closer together.
Yeah, and one small mistake and you have a crash somewhere. And so I hope they are not trying to win all but maybe it's more drive consistent and I think leave it in one piece and stay out of the walls or barriers, and I think then you can climb up the ladder easy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be an endurance race because the circuit is so long, but it's also gonna be at the end who is going to have enough fuel in their car to, if it's needed, to do another lap, because it's 7 minutes, so that would be quite a big amount of fuel you will need, which is also gonna slow you down on your pit stop if you put in too much fuel.
Yeah, you're acting different when you have a lot of fuel. So yeah, that's difficult, but it's also I think it's important to have a good strategy on this track because it's not always be the fastest is the clue here. Endurance racing is so different, like 1 hour races, because you need to spare your tires, you need spare fuel, and yeah, stay out of trouble. I think that's the most important thing.
Yeah, staying out of trouble will be the key to success around this track. And yeah, it's called the green hell for a reason, because everywhere we look, I see green. It is, of course, in the middle of a forest. And that is going to give us quite some challenges sometimes with finding what is happening on track. But we will do our best to give the best perspective as possible. But for now, we are in the car with Mike Webber, who is at the start of his lap and is going for the Porsche around this track. And I'm not too familiar with this track because I don't drive a lot of ACC, but sometimes when I talk to it with my father, he says that the Lexus around this track loses a lot of time in the corners, but on the straights, it makes up for all of that lost time. So the Porsche, of course, is a very good handling car into the corners. So I will be curious to see what he can bring into this qualification, because you don't have draft in this.
No, for sure. And yeah, I don't like the Porsche, but when you use it a lot and you get used to it, then I think it could be a good car because he has smaller wheelbase, so it's good for short tracks, for like the UK tracks, like Snetterton, that kind of track. So maybe we can look around now a little bit in the leaderboard, and we already have 30 cars on the grid, so for the race. So I hope we will see some spectacle things. We have now in the Porsche 992 Mr. Webber on the first place. Second, Mr. De Vreugd in the Ferrari driving. Resolute in the Audi. Kudrin, Porsche 992. Vilo, Ferrari, car number 70. Isinger, hey, familiar name from the last race also. I think, is he on his own or also with family members? We have Mr. D, I don't know who he is, he's driving the AMG. And then Mr. Bella in the McLaren, Mr. Budak, Ferrari 296. Kerk, Ferrari 296. Koften, yeah, he's driving the big fat Ford Mustang. Then we have Sakac in the Porsche 992. We have Nieuwkoop, Mr. Nieuwkoop is back on track again in the Ferrari 296. Mr. Isinger, the second one, is also on the track. Mr. Vikström is driving the Ferrari Rijman in the Ford Mustang. Mr. Waystone, Porsche 992. And Mr. Van der Put, Audi. Ria Busic, difficult name, but he's driving the Ferrari. Civilian, he's driving also in the Ferrari. Rodriguez, Porsche, Dosa, Porsche, Benrevi, AMG. I think he drive already sometime on our tracks. Mr. Leijsen from the Netherlands, we know him well. In the Ferrari, then Mr. Borbely, BMW M4 GT3. And then we have Mr. Alex from the ARF. He's driving a lot of times on our events. He's driving Lamborghini Hurricane in car number 11. Mr. Kummer, Ferrari. Hey, and we see a Lexus, that's Mr. Wes Lee. We know him also from the Dutch community. And then we have Kotschalk in the McLaren. And yeah, the last car on the list, Mr. Arichev, Ferrari 296. So 30 cars, Jim. That was a long list.
Yeah, it is quite a long list, and with quite a lot of drivers on the track, it's also a bit of fighting for position, and we already have some contact with the guys who are trying to find the fastest lap as possible, so let's take a look at that. Here we see a bit of a group, and you can see here they are really fighting for that position.
Yeah, and that's still in the qualifying. They already start with racing, I think.
Yeah, it's gonna be quite a competitive race. If we take a look at those kind of moments, they're already battling into this qualification. So let's see what they can bring into this final race or the final times of the qualification, because we are already quite some time into this qualification. So they are nearing the end of this lap, if I'm correct.
Yeah,
we still have
no time yet, so.
Yeah, we still have quite a way to go, but for now it's going pretty well.
I think so. I don't see any accidents or whatever. Oh, we have 31 cars again, and there we see two guys close together, Alex and that's Mr. Kummer. No, it's not McLaren. Okay, somebody else, but he's just on his tail now. He's using it to get some slipstream, but it's dangerous because you lose downforce, especially in the corners. Oh.
And we have already seen two drivers getting dropped out of their first round because there was some contact. So in the meanwhile, let's take a look at that also. It's going to be quite a short replay, but here we see the Ferrari going onto the grass and then hitting the other one, which unfortunately has to abandon both of their races or both of their qualifications, which is very unfortunate. Yeah, we're currently looking on with Tom Alex, who is again here in a Lamborghini. Last time we saw him around in a Lexus.
Yeah, he's switching all the time, I think. He's using the car who's doing the best on the track for him. So I see some times on the scoreboard now. I see the first time Mr. Bella did 1:12.867. That's for now the fastest time.
Yeah, and there's quite a big gap to the cars behind.
Yep.
As well. It's a gap of 3 seconds, and here we see a little bit of contact between Tom and Alex, and I have no idea who the other car is. Let me take a look at that. But yeah, it's
McLaren. Gottschalk. It's Gottschalk. Car number 720.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate to see the contact, because we know the lap times Tom and Alex is possible of putting down, and I don't think he will get into that range if he stays behind this McLaren. I think he needs to leave a bit more of a gap to the car in front and set up for a next lap. Just let him go, let him pass.
Yeah, they have both a red time, so they are already in trouble. Okay. And we also see Mr. Ischinger and Mr. Ischinger. That's the same guys who we had last time in the other race. Oh, they are also... Don't see any blue flags, so it's only somebody who's a little bit slower.
Ooh.
It's a little bit twitchy on the back. You see, that's so difficult on this track when you have a lot of cars on track to set a good time without traffic. So you have to be a little bit lucky. So Mr. Bella had a good time. Maybe he had some clear space to drive. But I see a big change in time. So you see everybody's struggling a little. It's not easy because, yeah, we know it's a difficult track, and especially when you just start driving.
Yeah, it is a very difficult track, and outside of the cameras, I've seen also some people hitting the wall multiple times, which has given them damage as well.
Yeah,
And here we
sure,
see
and that's-
Wesley, who's being held up on this lap by the car in front of him, which
I think it could be 777.
it is Roderick Banrevi.
Okay.
And he has not put a lap down, so I'm really hoping Wesley will be able to get past this Mercedes, because it is going to cost him a lot of time. And here we see him go
Oh, it's going
past him.
okay. Yeah. He was blinking the lights. With this nice livery. Okay, Wesley
Yeah.
is a guy from the Netherlands. He's driving at our Dutch community, and he had some fries on his car, so it was to make fun of some of the guys who's driving with us. He's on a holiday now. Oh, look at that track. I love this track to see.
It is such a good track, and Wesley is currently improving by about 1.1 seconds, so he is trying to close down that gap to Bella in front, but Bella is also on another lap,
Yeah.
improving by about 1.5 seconds. So
Yeah, unbelievable. Unbelievable.
he
Really
needs to
fast.
turn up the pace.
Here he is. For this moment, he had pole position, or the first row pole position on this endurance races is nothing, of course, but they're lucky. It's good dry. It's dry weather. The track is looking good, so you can go for the top times and go on the edge. Oh, this is the carousel. It's all concrete plates, so you need some suspension here, because when you don't use your suspension there, you will jump off.
Yeah, Wesley has lost quite a lot
Yeah,
of time
I see it,
during
yeah.
his lap. He is now down to an improvement of only 0.4 seconds, which is not a lot for him. He lost time, and I'm just outside of the screen trying to see if I can see somewhere where he lost the chunk of time, but
Yeah, maybe a mistake or whatever. Or maybe...
for
yeah.
now I cannot find it. And Bella keeps
Oh.
on improving, and the only one that is maybe gonna come into range with him would be our car in
Issenger.
number 3, Issenger indeed.
Yeah, unbelievable. 3 seconds almost. Delta. 2.7 still, and Bella now 2 seconds faster than his last lap, so it could be 8:10? No way. 8:10, Jim. 8:10. That's alien. Never seen that there. But also, Mr. Reimann is doing a good job now. 2.2 seconds. Leijse, 2 seconds. Look at that, Mr. Koftun. 4 seconds almost. Oh my god. They're pushing now for the last few minutes.
Yeah, it's gonna go on and on and on and on. We will see this battle going on, and it is going to be quite nerve-wracking. Will maybe Bella get out a third lap and improve even more? That will be the question.
Yeah. Look at that, the long straight. This is one of the most, good spots to overtake somebody on the straight when you have good straight speed. Look, it's almost like you're on the highway somewhere, just going for a holiday. Unbelievable. Yeah, and for a few months ago, I hated this track because I didn't. Yeah, I couldn't get it in my brains. All the turns and wear and break points. There he comes, Mr. Bella. 810.4, Jimmy. 810.4.
A monster of a round that is been
Wow.
put down.
How?
Unbelievable.
What did he eat today? Okay.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. And now let's take a look at what our other competitors can put down and see if they can come even close. Because Wesley has lost quite a big amount of time into this last section again. He's not improving on this last straight as well. And then will be the question, who will be able to challenge Bella? Because he's 5 seconds ahead of the rest of the competition.
Look, I'm looking at Mr. Ischinger now, and his time is 3.6 seconds. So that's the only one who can crawl a little bit to Mr. Bella. Then he's still. Oh.
He went into the wall.
Oh my God. Ah,
That
that's
is
a shame.
very, very unfortunate.
Oh.
And Wesley comes over the finish line and does not get a jump on another person, but he is able to start another lap, which can be key for him.
Yeah. Oh, look, Mr. Newcope. 113. Then we have also the nice Audi Van der Put. He's now for 6/10. No, he won't even get close. So, I think we have on the top now, we have some aliens, really.
Yeah, the pace is getting unbelievably quick and it is unbelievable what they can put down with this kind of pace. And there are not a lot of people on a lap, and we only see 20 people have put down a lap time of the 31 in here. So we still are waiting on 10 people to put down the lap time, but I see a lot of them are also already in the pit lane, which can
red times.
Yeah, exactly. So one of the people that will still be able to improve is on the pit indeed, and
he has some problems.
He is not improving by a lot. He's not improving at all, and for now he is even stuck behind this BMW in front of him.
That's why he's losing a lot of time now. He stopped it. He stopped it.
That is very unfortunate.
Yeah. Okay, so
we still have
we will see
Bas de Vreugd on the track as well, pushing for another lap.
Yeah, and we also have Alex also still driving. He is now for 8/10 faster, but it's not enough to be in front.
No, Alex has had a
Ferrari.
Yeah, Alex has had a very difficult qualification so far, and it is not looking good for him because his lap time is also red on my side.
Yeah, for me. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, I don't think somebody will beat Bella now.
No, and Wesley is again. He is on a lap still, but Wesley will not be able to improve enough. It seems because he is not improving with very big margins.
Yeah,
it will get it. Yeah, he's picked up a little bit of time at this moment, but we know in the last lap he made a very big mistake somewhere in this lap, so maybe he can find like 2 seconds there. But yeah, we will see on the Delta when that happens, and that might be his only shot.
Or something?
It was in one of the middle sectors.
Oh, middle sectors. Okay, we will see. He had a 8.15.6, so 5 seconds slower than Bella for this moment. And I know Wesley is a fast driver, and I think there's more for him here now, but it's not coming out of the Lexus now. Still
Bas de
fighting here.
Vreugd has abandoned his lap as well outside of the screen. And then I think the only person that is still on a lap might be Alex, actually.
Yeah, 2 seconds. He's almost around 2 seconds winning. That's not enough. I think he will climb to somewhere like 11, 12 there. If he stays on this delta. Driving the Lamborghini Hurricane. And he's trying to fight the Green L. And he's still on the 2 seconds delta. So I think when he's keeping this, he can go to... Yeah, 12, I think. And I didn't know if I tell somebody, but we have some nice little gifts for the top 3 of this race. Because the great app AI and then Full Grip Motorsport Vision, our Vision AI coach. And there's also a setup engineer inside. He's making setups for you and a lot of other good stuff to use during races. And if you want to win it, you can join some of these events because the top 3 will get a 3-month subscription for free, and then the elite version. So you have all the possibilities of the app. So the top 3 this race, they will receive a nice little present.
And outside of our view, George Goodin unfortunately went off on his last attempt of setting a good lap time. So he unfortunately did not make it. And
no.
Wesley has also abandoned his lap time and has returned to the pits.
Okay, so I think what we see now, that will be the starting grid. A lot of cars still in the pit. I was looking at Mr. van the pit and I say pit. I mean pit, of course. And he's still behind, or again behind the BMW, or still. That's strange. He's using now the BMW to get some speed. But yeah, he's plus 16 seconds, so there's nothing happening there. We only have Alex 5 seconds now. He's 5 seconds, so that will be 8, 19. He will be close to. Oh no, and he's losing it. Oh, that's a shame. He was 5 seconds under his own, and almost he had to jump to 9 or 10. That's a shame. Okay, so I think we will go for our race in a few months now.
Yeah, let's get up until this race and we will head out fairly quickly and we'll be right back with you guys. So we will see you shortly.
Yes. and welcome back. And we are almost ready to start, of course, with this unbelievable 2 hour race on the Green Hell. And first of all, I started with Jimmy, but Jimmy, of course, you know him already. We have somebody who will join us now, and I let him introduce himself. He will help us a little bit with his race in the broadcasting on YouTube, and maybe you will hear him in the future more and more. I hope, if you like it. So, I think it's nice to introduce yourself now.
Yeah, hello everyone. My name is Leo. I'm part of the Full Grip Motorsport team, and I will be commenting this race with Patrick.
Yeah, and so yeah, you want to try it a little. It's yeah, it's something. Yeah, you have to start it, just start it, and then you will get used to it. And we are looking
Definitely.
now at our cars, and they all already started the engines, and they are. Yeah, I think they start with warming up the tires and brakes. I think, Leo.
Yeah, for sure. You have to get some temperature into the tires and the brakes as well. You will see them swerving around the track. Collisions are turned off for now. But yeah, everyone should stay in their starting position.
Yeah,
And it's just the last
and
corner.
yeah, and it's. I'm happy it's a short formation lap, but not the long one.
The long one would take 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's a long sit.
I mean,
But
we
yeah,
could
it's
do it
maybe
on the Grand Prix track, but
yeah. Then we can do a toilet moment or something.
a shot with a toilet break.
Oh, I like this shot. It was a nice shot, so a low camera.
Mm.
Yeah, I think it's unbelievable. We have 31 cars now at the start, and Mr. Bella, he had the fastest time. I think he's an alien or a goat. Sometimes they call it a goat, but yeah, we will see. It's a long race. It's a 2 hour race, and they are going now, and we are waiting for the green light. Let's go for this unbelievable.
And we
There
have
they go, and they off.
lights out. Approaching the first corner. Bella's still ahead on the outside. But we have New Coupe on the inside. Almost touching around the second corner now. And Bella is ahead.
Yeah, unbelievable. He's ahead again, and look in the backfield a little bit busy over there, but it's looking great. I don't see really big accidents yet, so I
Me
hope
neither,
it
I
stays
haven't
like
seen one.
this.
Yeah. Otherwise we will have a lot to do with the stewards. I know
Yeah,
how
and
stressful that can be.
yeah, of course.
And we
Oh, I
have,
see car in the pit. What's happened?
do you think he was in the pits from the start, or did he have a crash and return to the pits?
Yeah, I think he had a crash, but I don't see it yet, so maybe we will see it later, I hope. We have a start now, and 2 hours to go, and Mr. Bella is now in front. Mr. Newcope second, and Mr. Wesley third now for the moment. Mr. Wesley was not coming really close to the top drivers on the qualification, so I hope he will can hang on to those guys. But if Bella is on steam, I think he will drive away.
But of course, in the race, they have much more fuel in the tanks now than in qualifying. They have to manage their tires, and of course, once they catch up to the back markers, there's gonna be traffic, and that's gonna add another variable. So I hope that we're gonna see some fighting on the front there, and not just Bella driving away with 20 seconds ahead of the rest of the field. But so far, it's looking good.
Yeah, it's 0.7 of a second, and I think it's not really a big gap between 1 and 2. But I think the Lexus, I don't know if he can catch up.
It's definitely they definitely had quite the gap in qualifying.
Yeah,
And he's already
and
1.2 seconds behind, and
yeah, and what
but
you
so far he's keeping the
already
gap.
told. Yeah, very good. He's still staying on, but I don't know how long it takes that he has to let him go.
Yeah. Of course, if he pushes too far, that's on a track like the Nürburgring. If you drive over the limit, that can end in disaster pretty quickly, ending your race. So at some point you have to think about, is it really smart to keep pushing and to keep staying on them, or should I just back down, try to stay clean, try to stay safe to be able to continue my
Yeah.
race?
Yeah, and then endurance races are so different, like sprint races. In this
Yes.
moment, it's more important to be, think more what you're doing and try to save your car, your tires. But yeah, it's a heavy car with a lot of fuel in it, so I think that's it's moving different on the track. So it's you have to adapt to it again.
Yeah, we will also see another variable, of course, with the pit stops, how much fuel people want to go with. If they go with less fuel at the start, obviously they can do shorter stints and they will be faster at the start. But
Yeah,
in the long run, they have to do a shorter first stint, and that's gonna increase the time of their later stints.
yeah, and it can cost you a lot of places on the leaderboard already. The position on the track is also important, but oh yeah, a little touch
Oh.
over there. Oh, and another one.
Oh, and
no,
another one.
no.
That is gonna
Could
be something for the
disaster.
stewards to look at.
Yeah, for sure. But okay, it was not really terrible, I think.
So far, everyone is
Oh.
getting to continue their race.
Yeah, I think so.
As far as it looks like.
Something dropping down. Yeah, Vikström was dropping down a little, but he's still driving. So, and the green Porsche, he went over the curbstones and was almost flying around. But I must say, Leo, I think they are drive respectful. It's looking good for. It looks better
Definitely.
than the public service.
Definitely. I mean, obviously
For
here
sure.
everyone is trying to be competitive and while being clean. On the public servers there can be quite some carnage, since obviously everyone can join, and so you don't really have any washout of any people that don't want to drive seriously. But here in the event servers, obviously everyone has to sign up. There's a
look
press.
at that.
Oh, and a crash. Oh, that was a disastrous crash. Probably picked up quite a lot of damage.
Oh, Mr. Ischinger. Oh, that's
And
a
now-
shame. It's a good driver. Let me see,
Yeah,
can
and now
we
you had
take
to
a
wait
little
for
look?
everyone. You had to wait for everyone to pass so you could rejoin.
Yeah, that's terrible. It costs you a lot of time.
A
and
lot of
places.
places.
Yeah, that Porsche. Okay, still there.
Otherwise, we would have seen something like
Oh.
like in the last race. We had a really terrible, unsafe rejoin that
Yeah,
completely wiped
Oh.
out one person.
he dropped down to the 30th place. Oh,
That
that's
is
really
last
shame.
place at the moment.
Yeah,
Or
for now.
almost last
Oh.
place.
Yeah. Oh, look, that big fat Mustang. He's trying to catch up with the Audi. And he's pushing a lot with the Mustang. It's looking good. But I think it's a big car for this kind of tracks.
It's a very narrow
Like
track.
yeah, it's like an elephant on a karting track. But
Ooh, we saw another crash in P9.
oh no.
Just a second. Mr.
Oh, and a-
Velo is having quite
Okay.
some crashes at the moment.
Yeah, I think that's what the stewards have to look at, that kind of things.
Yes.
Michanuko. You see, just behind Mr. Bella now. Still within a second all the time. So he's catching up a little. Maybe he's controlling the race. He's thinking, I won't pass him, I'd stay behind him and use him to save some fuel.
Hmm. Can be strategic.
And yeah, it could be because why you have to fight? It's still 1 hour and 50 minutes, 52 minutes to go. So it's not smart to now start already a big fight.
Yeah, you can set your opponent up, just make him nervous with you in his rear view mirror all the time,
Yeah, putting pressure on
And-
him all the time.
save on fuel, and set up for a pass later. On a track like
Yep.
this, on tracks generally, you don't have to push for every overtake. Patience does the job most of the time as well. See quite some fighting between Mr. Kerr
Oh.
and Mr. Issinger here.
Yeah, it's almost fighting on a roller coaster. This. I
Mhm.
like it from this view.
It's the passenger view. Can be a little passenger
Yeah.
princess.
Yeah, I have some pills against car sickness, so maybe.
Maybe take them now.
Yeah, maybe this is the moment. Okay, people, when you're watching now on YouTube and you're checking this, and you think, what am I looking at? This is a big event on Full Grip Motorsport, and we organize a lot of endurance races for GT3 cars in Assetto Corsa Competizione. But I have something else to tell you later on, but we do it later. And if you like this and you think, I want to also drive with those guys and drive this kind of races, 2 hour, 3 hour, 6 hour races, check our website and join our events. You can join for free in the website, that's no problem. And you can also join free events. So I think you have to watch the website for one time to check out. And we will drive also in other games, but first of all, on this moment, we still use a lot of ACC. And we start our endurance races. That's the same way how people coming in here. So like Leo was also a driver, and we talked a little bit about stewarding and race control, and he was also telling me, maybe I want to start broadcasting also. So here he is, sitting now together with me.
Doing the broadcast.
Okay, nice. Yeah. Okay.
We have a few
We have,
replays of the race start.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at it now.
Let us.
Ooh,
let's
that
show-
was
Oh,
2 contacts by the green Porsche there. And another
Yeah.
one by the purple McLaren, is that?
oh! Look at that! 3, 4 cars. Oh,
Quite some contacts.
A lot of Porsches.
Yeah, I think the Porsche
and
was
there's
also...
one.
Oh,
Oh.
so the stewards have
Oh.
quite some stuff to do.
I think so. Oh, a lot of Porsches already. Yeah, it's so
That is
difficult to-
quite some damage.
Okay, and
Oh, that was an
Oh
unsafe
my
rejoin there on the last one.
a little one.
4 cars
Yeah,
involved there.
Yeah, race control is busy now.
Race control has quite some stuff to do, and I think race control is having the same issues that we had the last time. I was stewarding the 3-hour race on the Red Bull Ring, and we had some issues with handing out penalties at the start. So at the moment, race control is trying to figure out that. But we will see some penalties handed out later, once they have that figured out, because those were quite some crashes, quite some damage. Do you think some of those drivers involved in the crashes will pit now? Because if you pick up damage like that, it's getting difficult to steer and to brake, balance, everything.
Yeah, your complete balance is gone. So you have to adapt to it, but that's difficult. Drive around it, but when you're losing 2 seconds a lap, then it's not nice to drive.
Yeah, probably better to pit then for... I mean, if you pick up damage like that, that's gonna be a pit stop of 1 minute 30 seconds. around
Yeah.
that ballpark. But in a 2-hour race like this, will probably still save you some time. It will count towards a pit stop, but we have to wait for
Yeah.
the pits to open, which they will do in 2 minutes.
Yeah, somewhere in 2 minutes, and yeah, then they have the chance to or use it just on this moment. But I think they will drive a little more laps. I think. I don't know. I don't know if they started with a lot of fuel or not. I don't know.
We will see that.
I see Koftoen is overtaking Mr. Raymond. And you see Mr. Nieuwkoop is closing in on Bella. Look at that. And you see also different times now. Lap times are much slower than in the qualification. They driving now. The fastest race lap for this moment is 8:16.222 from Mr. Bella. So that's a lot slower than in the qualification, Leo.
Yeah, definitely. Much more fuel, different tires,
Yeah.
and obviously with another driver in his, to quote George Russell, in his ass. That's
Yeah.
gonna put some pressure on him.
Yeah, and he will drive a little bit faster. Maybe his delta will go down. I see in the chat in YouTube, I see our Stanley says that's fixed now. So I think they mean the penalty system.
And then we will probably
There was
see
a
some
little
penalties handed out now.
Oh, look, 3 cars. They are together again. And you see the white Ford Mustang. He was involved in an incident on the start. Or not? That was him. So maybe he has some damage. Look at that. They're close behind the Audi. And you're like racing on this track so close together. Then you have to need some big balls.
Definitely. Everyone who will complete this lap will have huge respect from me. Everyone who can complete
from
2
me
hours on the
also.
race on the Nordschleife, that is quite a feat to do. Obviously,
Yeah.
for every 2-hour, 3-hour race, 2 hours of complete concentration, that is difficult, especially on a track that like the Nordschleife, where a single mistake, a single missed brake zone can put you into the barriers, as we see here. That was Rodriguez.
Yes, it was.
Alejandro Rodriguez in the Porsche.
Oh, he's already damaged. Look, he's already crippled a little.
Yeah.
Oh, he touched the grass.
And then
He
the
touched
grass, and that
Yeah.
immediately puts you into the barrier on a braking zone. No brake balance anymore. And we have a replay for him for the earlier accident that gave him the damage.
Yeah, we saw some damage. So now we can see.
But luckily, the driver behind him was able to avoid him.
Yeah, he was
Because
sharp.
that was a scary crash.
That's so important to react on yellow flags. So a lot of people are just putting the feet on the pedal and stay on it. Also when
and hope that they get somehow through that. But in the end, if you crash under a yellow flag, that is race ending.
Oh, look at that! They're close together again.
Close fight, yeah. Between 3 drivers, but P8 has fallen a bit behind now.
Yeah, I think he made a little mistake over there.
Yeah, a little mistake out of the last corner there. And a possible overtake now for Koftoen in turn 1. If he plays his cards right. But he stays safe, stays behind, hopes for a mistake from Mr. Van de Poet.
Yeah.
And we have our first regular pit stop, as it seems, on P15.
Yeah. Mr. Rodriguez, that's the damage, Bosch. So it's not the...
No, the third in P16 now.
There
going probably for some repairs, because that car looks bumped up. He has damage on the front wing and on both sides.
Yeah.
So it makes
Okay.
sense to go for a pit stop right now. And some close battling between Mike Webber and Mr.
It's
Smuss
two.
Twin.
Yeah, it's not the Weber we know. I think. You never know, of course.
At least
but
I hope so.
yeah, yeah. You know, his fastest lap of Mr. Weber was 8:23, so they're 10 seconds slower than Mr. Bella in front. But they have a fight together, you see? That's
Yeah.
nice. We have a lot of different classes, guys. And it's a nice clear weather still. That's good for the race.
Mr. Weber is in the Porsche and Mr. Smuss Twin in the BMW.
Yeah, I'm for GT3. That's my car.
Yeah.
Right. This also.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I prefer
What's
the
your
McLaren
favorite car?
720S. McLaren 720S.
McLaren.
So far, the
Okay,
only
okay.
real car that I have any experience with. I've tried to try out some other cars, but so far I like the balance of the McLaren.
Yeah,
Um,
that's important. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and what we see is, Newcope, he is fighting all the time together with the McLaren of Bella. And Bella, I don't know, or he's playing a game like a cat with a mouse. He already could kill him on that moment, but he don't do it. He's just playing a little with him. And he keep him behind. But there go. Oh, Newcope is breaking to
very
him.
close.
Yeah. He's not scared.
Definitely not.
No.
He's staying on him, also getting some drag from Mr. Bella.
Yeah.
Just
That's
trying to
dangerous
stay on him.
also. But you don't have to be too close, I think, but then the draft can.
The draft
you're
can-
losing your downforce.
Yes, exactly. Especially in the corners, then that can get quite dangerous.
Yeah.
We still have the 3 cars in P8 now fighting.
Oh, a little mistake
Oh.
from the Mustang. Oh, but okay. Oh no.
He saved
okay,
it and
good.
did not go into the barrier, as it seems. But that's the
Oh, and
Nordschleife
also
for you.
Weber.
Oh
Yeah,
no. A little mistake and you're 10 seconds behind. Obviously
Yeah.
that also happens on other tracks, but especially with the Nordschleife, if he had gone into the barriers here, then that would have been quite some damage, which would have cost him seconds a lap.
Yeah, and we're checking now Mr. Resolute in car number 31, the Audi R8, and he's now for a pit stop. I think it could be a planned one.
Yeah,
He's
that
also
looked like a
fixed the
planned one.
damage. Yeah,
And this now coming out of the pits again.
check out if we see something. Pit. Okay, I see Mr. Rajabušić, 1 pit stop, Mr. D, 1 pit stop, Ben Rafi, 1 pit stop, Resolute, 1 pit stop, Koedering and Barbely did 2 pit stops already. So there are a few guys, but only the front of the race. I don't see any pit stop yet, and I can also tell you that the fastest miles an hour, so the fastest car on the track for this moment is the Lexus from Mr. Wesley, car number 544.
Respect.
Yeah,
Do you know what time he did?
he did his fastest one is 8:17.3. Still 4 seconds slower than Newcope and Bella. So, and we have the fastest lap for this moment is on Mr. Newcope's name, 8:13.772.
8:13, that is quite the lap.
Yeah, that's insane.
And they're still staying on each other, still taking chunks
Yeah.
out of each other, trying everything.
Yeah. Maybe when I think when Bella go for a pit stop, it should be the best strategy for Newcoat to go with him.
Yeah, except if he has planned something entirely different with his fuel management, etc. Then
But
that
I think
wouldn't be.
Bella could be faster, but because of he's now needs to defend, he can't go for his own pace. And I think when he has clear air and nobody around him, I think he will be faster than Newco. But yeah, I don't know.
But the
That's
same could be
maybe
applied
speculation.
for.
Yeah,
The same could be applied for Newco. Obviously, he has
yeah,
to
that's
also
what
drive
I was
carefully.
thinking on that. Yeah, maybe because I see him just closing in all the time, but he can't pass him.
Obviously, passing on the Nordschleife with someone defending in front of you is also quite a feat. Arguably,
Yeah.
the best overtaking spot is on the long straight,
Yeah,
which they will be approaching now. So whoever
Or
gets a
you
better
need,
exit there.
or you need to have a lot of confidence and you do it somewhere in the corner like Max Verstappen. I saw him doing something on the Nordschleife
Yeah.
this afternoon. Unbelievable. With the Audi. I was in a
Unbelievable.
fight with the Audi. Okay.
And we have a replay on the spin we saw earlier
Ah!
for the Mustang. Oh, he
look
went
in
on the grass
Mustang.
there.
Yeah.
No brake balance. And he just got to avoid that barrier. Ooh.
Looks scary from on the car behind
see
him.
from
What's
the-
happening behind? Oh!
Oh, just squeezing
Yeah.
through that. Also quite a risky move. That is what we were talking about.
Yeah, but still he did a good job and stay out of trouble. I think that's respectful.
Definitely. Huge respect to the driver.
Yeah, for sure. He got the ninja hands. They call it in IndyCar ninja hands.
Ooh, and
Ah,
Mr. Smustran apparently spun right before the
Oh.
long straight and returned
Oh,
to the
that's a
pits.
shame.
Probably quite the damage. That's gonna be a time penalty applied by the game until he can drive
Yeah.
out again.
Oh yeah, he need to wait for 1 minute or something.
1 minute it is on normal tracks. I don't know how long it is on the Nordschleife.
Oh yeah, that's also a thing.
Probably
Okay,
longer.
few cars now in the pit, but it's not. I think not planned. This one is planned maybe. He did a long stint or not? They did 26 minutes.
I mean, on a 2-hour race, 26 minutes is an earlier stint. It's a shorter first stint.
Yeah, so
So-
they didn't start heavy.
No, probably either underfueled, could be planned with starting with less fuel, hoping to get some places in the
Yeah,
first
and maybe
stint.
some distance between some gaps, and but I don't know if it worked for them because they
Of
were
course.
all the time with 3 cars together.
Yeah. I mean, that could also be strategy to pit now to get some clean track in front of you and hopefully set a faster lap an undercut.
Yeah, that's possible.
But with 26 minutes out of 2-hour races, trying to do an undercut, maybe he sees something that I don't at the moment. Because he's gonna have to extend his second and third stint much longer, giving his opponents the chance to undercut him there.
But you see on the technique of Newcoat, he's a good driver. He's just braking to him, so he's easing off a little on the brake, but still keeps some speed. And then he's just on his back on the McLaren. But on
Very
the
impressive
straight,
driving.
it looks like the McLaren got more straight speed, maybe some less downforce on the back. Oh, that's nice to see.
Mr. Newcoat, also the winner of our last event 1 week ago on the Red Bull Ring. He won that race. Quite a difficult race as well. At night in the rain, constant rain for 3 hours. If we see some rain here on the Nordschleife, that's gonna be a lot more difficult than it is already.
Yeah, for sure.
And we have a replay for why Mr. Smasturen went to the pits.
Ah, that's why you went. Okay, I
Oh.
want to see it. Oh, so
Oh, he braked
what's
there.
the-
Oh,
that was big brake test or not? What was that?
yeah. Definitely
Ah,
something
that's
for the
some-
stewards to look at.
For sure.
Because
for sure.
that's... And as I see, he has received a penalty for that. At the moment, 5 seconds. We will see if the stewards... If that's for an early incident or for that. We will see what the stewards decide finally. And we have two more penalties applied at the moment. One for P18, Mr. Raya Bushitz. I hope I'm pronouncing that name right. He's in the pits at the moment. Probably a planned pit stop, at least I haven't seen him crash. And another 30-second stop and go penalty for P20, car number 4, Mr. Ben Revy.
Ah, yeah.
P19, I'm sorry.
Yeah, 19. Oh, what? No problem.
My first time stewarding. Broadcasting.
Yeah.
Stewarding at the last race.
Broadcasting, yeah. That was a little bit different. But do you like it?
So far, yes. I didn't know
okay.
really what to expect, but
It's only talking about racing, and I think
favorite
it
topic.
helps because people are looking at the screen, and you will make the story. You will try to show the fights and talk a little about setups and car handling and that kind of things. It's going like a thread through the whole race event. So that's then it's more nice to watch also for the people. I think. I hope. I hope.
hopefully, obviously that's our ultimate goal as commentators.
Of course.
To make the race
Yeah.
as enjoyable as possible. And we have another 15-second time penalty for Brobelly in... Where is he? He's in... I can't find him. Apparently he has left the server.
Yeah, probably
We've seen that.
because
We've seen
one
that.
car left now. We have 30
Yeah.
cars left in the race.
Probably.
That's a
I
shame.
mean, it's a shame. Obviously, it's nicer if you continue driving the race. I mean, you never know what happens. I've driven some races where I spun in the first turn or got hit in the first turn, picked up a lot of damage.
Yeah.
But then I just kept driving.
Yeah.
Oh, a disqualification for speeding in the pit lane.
Oh.
101 instead of 50. That is quite the margin. Obviously, speeding in the pit lane, instant disqualification. That sucks if that happens. Obviously, you have to manage your pit entry. Happened to me as well before. Like, just accidentally went way too fast into the pits, and then there's nothing you can do. That's just an unfortunate mistake. But 101 is, instead of 50, is quite the margin. So I would be interested in what happened there. If you just completely missed this braking point, or if it was on purpose. Was it on pit exit or pit entry? You see another 5-second penalty for Smastusen. So that must be from the brake check earlier.
Yeah,
So not
car
just
number
5 seconds, but 10 seconds.
Ah, okay. Car number 17, that's Wikström. He's also had a penalty, I think. So, yeah, 15 seconds for causing a collision. Okay.
Oh, and now a chance for Mr.
yeah.
Newcope to overtake. Mr. Bella made a mistake and went way too wide, and he just saw it coming. That's what he was waiting for the whole race.
Yeah,
for Mr. Bella to make a mistake and just drive through.
And now he's trying to pull the gap. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he have the speed.
I think so too. At least he's pulling a little bit of a gap at the moment.
Yeah.
A few tenths over that straight. Mr. Bella is on the very edge of where he can maybe get a little bit of drag. But now Mr. Newcoop's chance to really pull a gap here. It's not impeded anymore. Obviously now it's the other way around. Now he has to defend against Mr. Bella. And Mr. Bella has to... Oh, he's going into the pits. Mr. Bella has decided to do a pit stop. Now he's not behind.
I think it's smart. He knows
for sure.
something. Yeah, he need, because I hope, I don't know. Yeah, I see also
Mr.
the Lex is
Wesley
going.
also going into the pit. Probably waited for one of them to pit to avoid an undercut and hopefully stay on whoever goes into the pits or even overtake them in the pits. Obviously, if he does a faster pit stop, I don't think that Mr. Bella received any damage in him going wide. At least didn't look like it. And his side also looks fine, as far as I can tell. And that would have been some damage, some scratched paint on his right side. But it looks fine. So obviously the factors that determine how long your pit stop is if you have to repair any damage, tire changes at about 30 seconds to your pit stop, then obviously refueling and stuff. You can do a pit stop with just refueling, and like if you refuel 20 liters, that only takes you like 4 seconds of stop time. So yeah, if you in a 2-hour race like this, you can do one pit stop with just refueling if you feel like you can stretch your tires for the rest of the race or the rest of the next stint, and then you have a really short pit stop, which could be
in the cut, maybe.
Yeah, definitely.
To try
now,
to get in front of him again.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
And now we can take another look at that pass from Mr. Newcoop.
Yeah.
And we see he just went. He just was too fast.
Too high on
and had he had a little bit of undercut there, I think. Of overcut. Oversteer there, sorry. There, and tried to correct it. Went wide, and that gave Newcoop the chance to pass him. Obviously, in a race like this, like with those two, they were so close together, almost the same lap times, all the time, like really on each other, and Mr. Newcoop was really putting pressure under him, and then a small mistake like this didn't even cost him a lot of time, but then immediately saw his chance, went for it, and got P1 now, with 20 seconds ahead of the rest of the field. Obviously, some people that also counts for a pit stop. But especially for Mr. Bella, he is obviously quite behind Mr. Newcoop now, but he already has one of his 2 pit stops served, so yeah.
There's Bella. Look, yeah, bottom right, Nico. So let me see where he is. There's Mr. Bella.
Still with the fastest... No, not with the fastest lap of the race anymore. Now Mr. Newcoop. Had it before still. He had it before, I think.
Oh.
But I'd be interested if it's still the fastest lap of the race.
Yeah, we can see now because there are maybe some new tires later.
Mm-hmm.
But still,
at the moment they're doing quite longer laps. Like his best were 8:13, but now they're doing like 8:15, 17. We see for Mr. Bella here with an 8:27. Still a very impressive time.
Yeah, Newcoop 8:17. So he's also dropping now in speed.
Mm-hmm.
So I think
probably
his tires are a little bit over.
Definitely of driving that close behind someone all the time and trying to really stay like that. That really goes on your tires. He's probably trying to save his tires right now. He's not under pressure by anyone, but he's gonna have to take a look how he'll time his first pit stop.
Yeah,
And a
that's
0
also
second
important.
penalty for causing a collision. Probably means a 10-second penalty. There we go. For Mr. Bello for causing a
Yeah, car
collision.
number
Maybe we'll
17.
see a replay of that later.
Yeah, and now Mr. Velo is in the pit for now in the Ferrari. He's going out now.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, if you come out the pits, also have to pay attention here. Usually, you shouldn't
Yeah.
go over the white lines. We saw
No.
him do that there. We'll see if the stewards deem that something to look at,
Yeah.
but probably not in a race like this.
No, or the game will do it, but that's also a possibility because also the game has some penalty on his sleeve. So
Usually
look at that.
in matches in races like this, with like 30 drivers, 40 drivers, the stewards can't look at every track
No,
cut or black and white
impossible.
flag. It's impossible, but luckily the game has the mechanics to look at that. And we have some fight at P15
We
between
have some fight. Yeah,
Mr.
Mr. Gottschalk.
DNF and Mr. Gottschalk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Gottschalk in the McLaren and Mr. DNF in the Mercedes.
Yeah, AMG. I like the sound of the AMG. Oh, look at
Yeah,
that.
it's a really sexy sound. Oh,
Same like the Lex.
and he tried to go for a pass there, but
Yeah,
in that
but he
corner-
blocked him.
yeah.
Defended well. He just let the car go outside a little.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like the
Whereas
car is a little
Gottschalk
behind
is-
thing, or not?
It does look like that, yeah. Might be.
Oh no!
Oh,
no!
but he just-
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
He fall
quite
in
some
a
damage
trap.
there. Yeah.
He was
And I
was
think he
looking
has
at the
damage on
inside, but that was not possible.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll see a replay later on. I hope. of
Was
course.
really lucky that he didn't hit him there,
Yeah.
because that could
Yeah.
have gone. That could have gone otherwise.
Yeah.
And, obviously, if he hit him there, that would have been a penalty added to the collision, which
Yeah.
obviously already costs some time. But then another penalty on top of that. That is quite the gap to close again.
Yeah. And we're looking now at the nice Audi and Mr. Van der Put, car number 98, and he's still driving now on the 4th place. So he's not really impressive, but he's just driving smart, I think. That's
Yeah,
what
and
I
he's
think
consistent. And
Yeah,
consistency
staying
is the key in endurance races.
Yeah, not. Oh, whoa. And that's the problem
Talking
of
about
that
consistency.
corner. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
We have multiple
But,
of those corners here.
Because of the concrete, it's like a triangle-shaped bump almost. So when you go over it too much with your right wheels, it's almost like a train track, because you can't steer there.
Yeah.
It's going straight on.
Obviously, and you can also bottom your car there. Gonna cost
Yeah,
you a lot of time. And
also
Mr.
I
Newcomb is going into the pits
Yeah.
now.
Now they're
Let's see if
he
he, yeah. That's now the question. If his pit stop is gonna be short enough to stay in front of Mr. Bella.
Yeah.
And if he manages to stay in front of Mr. Lee, because that is probably what Mr. Lee was trying to accomplish, either passing whoever he follows into the pits in the pit line, or
Yeah.
being able to undercut one of his competitors in P1 and 2 by staying on whoever he undercuts with. But he has
so he-
quite the gap to Mr. Bella as well, a 16-second gap.
Yeah.
Mr. Bella now approaching the start finish.
Oh, we got more pit stops.
More pit stops, yeah. And
There
Mr.
we
Newcomb
go.
is coming out of the pits.
There is Bella.
Mr. Bella.
Look at that.
And he manages to stay in front of him.
Yeah,
He manages
good
to
job.
just stay in front of him. A almost 1.5 second gap now.
that's nothing. So I know
No,
Mr.
yeah.
Bella is fast,
Mm-hmm.
but okay, new cope tires are maybe a little bit older, so
Little bit fresher.
yeah, but he needs some first. He needs some temperature in the tires, and there's the McLaren
Mhm.
coming already.
But
So
he's pulling a little bit more of a gap now.
okay, good. Yeah, no, okay.
But now
One,
he's
one.
closing it again. So that's gonna be
Yeah,
a fight to pay attention to.
I
We
think
got
the
more
McLaren got
people in the
more speed in
pits.
the corner. Yeah. Oh, there got a
Yeah.
lot of people now. Weber is going in already.
At
Going
1:16,
out.
that is now the prime time for the first stint pit stop.
Yeah.
If you're going for
Closing in.
somehow equally long pit stops. Yeah, it's not closing in.
Yeah. And we're still watching the race on the Nordschleife on fullgripmotorsport.com. We organize race events, ACC, and especially endurance races. The people like endurance races, and we have 1 hour and 50 minutes to go.
And we have a replay for a crash for the McLaren earlier.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, that we watched that on the live stream there.
Oh, yeah.
He just went on the grass there, just
Yeah.
avoided
Oh.
Mr. DNF, and then just no balance. He was way too fast, obviously.
Yeah,
Can't
he
brake.
was.
You can't brake on the grass. No,
No.
absolutely no.
So braking was not an option. So he was
Yeah,
passenger.
definitely not. I mean, he had probably had his brake pedal on the floor, but that doesn't do anything. You just
No.
go straight ahead.
And the wheel was most of the time in the air. So
Yeah.
didn't touch it anymore,
Also went over the
ground
curb
anymore.
there. He
Yeah.
also went over the curb there, I think.
And still McLaren is hunting down the Ferrari. Bella is trying to catch up Newcope to rail him in, and he's now on the bumper. He's seeing the exhaust. And I think Mr. Newcope is now looking in the mirror, and he's seeing all the time the nose of the blue and white McLaren, and he knows when he make a small mistake, Bella will, I think he will take him.
Yeah. Obviously has to drive clean now. Has to stay consistent. That's his top priority. And I mean, overtaking
Push
here
him
is
in a
hard,
mistake.
so
Yeah.
that's gonna be Mr. Bella's
Same tactic.
Mr. Bella's strategy for now. Same tactic.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Just try to
There it
force
goes
a
almost.
mistake. That could have been
Close.
close, but obviously those are very skilled drivers, so they can handle
and he was
something like
smart
that.
not to brake there a little,
Mhm.
because when you touch your brake, then you're gone.
Mhm.
Look at that! Oh, unbelievable! Like driving behind each other on a roller coaster.
Mhm.
It's unbelievable.
Mr. Newcope with the fresher tires, but Mr. Bella is in a McLaren which can handle tires that are more worn, so
Yeah.
is known for superior tire wear handling.
I see a nice. I see a race control message.
Yeah,
Oh,
a warning
720.
for
Yeah.
Mr.
Cross the
Gottschalk
pit
that we saw earlier. And we have a replay. Oh, there we go. That is what we were talking about earlier. Yeah, crossing that
It's too
that
early. Yeah,
white
that's
line
not
there.
allowed.
Yeah, you have to
need
stay.
go over. Yeah,
And I think they
for sure.
penalized that because there was a car coming up there, and that's why you have to stay in the white lines, so that people can still pass you safely. Of course, you don't want them to pass you, but for fair racing, you have to stay in the white lines until they end, and that's really it's only a warning, luckily. But if you just kept on driving like that for 3 more meters, he wouldn't have passed the white lines. So
Yeah.
small mistakes like that. And still the prime over. Do we want to look at the onboard for Mr. Bella? Now we see split screen with the rear cam for Mr. Newcope and the
Oh yeah.
inside view for Mr. Bella. The shaking is insane. I wonder what kind of camera setting they're driving in, because obviously you have a bunch of different ones in ACC. I personally prefer the outside view behind the car, the one where you're closer to the car itself. It looks slower, but just for me has the best handling capabilities.
To drive.
Which one do you? Yeah,
Okay.
best driving capabilities. Like I see where the car is. I can drive closer to the curbs than from first person view. Which one do you prefer?
We always drive in official cockpit mode.
Mm-hmm.
Just you're sitting in a car.
Yeah, you have the feeling of that. I get
Yeah,
that.
I think when you're normally not doing that, you have to try to train it because it's more realistic, of course. And I will think you will be faster. Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
I mean,
this is one.
this is one hell of a fight. A little bit
Yeah,
of
he almost lost
oversteer there for Bella again.
Yeah.
The same corner where he lost his position, by the way.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
3 or 4 laps earlier. Obviously, the laps here, we were doing much less laps for a 2-hour race than on a
Yeah, I was checking the
on a
laps. I
shorter
was
circuit.
thinking 5 laps. That's not possible. Of course, it's possible because we're on the Nordschleife.
Yeah,
I
the
was
laps
thinking
here
now
take.
broadcasting overlay was broken or something.
I mean, the laps here take 8.5 minutes, 9 minutes sometimes.
Yeah.
So over a
Yeah.
2-hour
Now
race.
I do 10 minutes, I think, when I'm driving. I'm really an old guy, you know. I can survive. Oh, I see somebody going for a pit stop, Mr. Ryman. And behind him is Van der Put.
Van der Put, the current race leaders,
Yeah.
but obviously they haven't served the pit stop yet. So that's what they're going to do now. Almost 1 hour gone already. Like one more lap and we'll be at the halfway mark. So that's quite the late pit stop. Quite the long first stint, so I wonder what their strategy is.
Yeah, a little mistake. There we saw a mistake of Alex in the Lamborghini. Yeah. And Ischinger is gone.
The same mistake again that cost Mr. Bella
Most
his
people
spot.
left.
So that
Yeah,
seems
you
to
don't-
be a prime overtaking spot.
Yeah, they
If you
take
can set up
most
your-
of the times a little bit too much speed, and then you went over the edge of the concrete, and then you have a problem.
Yeah, then obviously if the guy behind you is within 1 second or even 1.2
and
seconds, then he can just overtake you by taking the corner normally.
Yeah. If he is awake enough, then then it works.
Yeah. You see a cone
Mr.
there on the track.
Ryman, huh?
Mhm. There was a cone on the track earlier. Evidently someone
They're everywhere now.
drove through it.
Yeah.
That's okay, they don't
Okay,
damage your car, luckily.
No, of course not. Okay, we checking out a little bit YouTube, and we see some fans of Michael Newcope. It's well funny, and yeah, I think we have 6 laps now, 1 hour and 7 minutes to go. So there can happen a lot, but I see that Mr. Bella is losing connection a little with Mr. Newcope.
I mean, maybe he's just tried to pull more of a gap so he can drive in cleaner air, save his tires a little more. But we will see. There's still around 1 second. He's still around 1 second behind Mr. Newcope, so Mr. Newcope has to stay focused, has to stay awake, and just drive as clean as he can and as consistent as he
Oh,
can.
yeah. And we see also some pending penalties given by the system.
Mm-hmm. Those are probably the
Stop
penalties
the road Yeah,
from the race start.
yeah,
I mean, we did the same on the Red Bull Ring. I was steward there, and yeah, we had the
yeah,
same problem with handing out penalties at the start. So we just wrote them down and then handed them out later.
yeah. And here we're looking at Mr. Fry's, the Fry Lexus. Mr. Wesley, our Dutch friend, he's driving at our Dutch community. And he's doing
Mhm.
well. He's still on the third place now, still on the podium. Maybe,
P9 is currently battling with P8, Mr. Alex and Mr. Issenger,
yeah,
with
there he is.
a 0.6 second gap.
Yeah. You almost can touch and smell him.
He's inhaling those exhaust fumes.
Yeah, yeah. Then you have to watch out here because when you have some problems with your brains on this track, you will crash somewhere.
Mhm.
They are still they are racing, but they're cautious. You see them go cautious by corners. They do.
Yeah, you have to be
time
cautious here.
8:23 something. 8:23. Then Issenger do 8:18. Still the fastest lap for this moment is 8:13.590 from Mr. Bella. Mr. Leijsen, Ferrari 296 with a special Max Verstappen livery. I made.
Mhm. Oh, that's interesting.
I made this one.
It looks really good. I like that. I like the gradient from blue to red to blue again.
It's like a 3D.
Mhm. I mean, I did my first livery that I ever did myself completely from scratch
That was not
last
bad.
week.
It was not.
Yeah. You didn't like it that much? I'm seeing an
I like
undertone
it,
there in
no
your voice.
problem. No,
Okay.
never. No, I will always be honest. You know, we Dutch guys always say it like this.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I respect your opinion.
I think I need my own pit stop now for this month. We're already 1 hour busy.
A little pee break.
Yeah. Sometimes you need to do it. So I give
Mhm.
you some time in your own, so you can talk around. Let me see. I will give. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, okay. And Jim will take over a little, so I'm in a few minutes.
All right. Mr. Bella still within 1.3 seconds, a little more of a gap now to Mr. Newcope, but he's not falling behind that much. So still, if Mr. Newcope makes a mistake like the one that cost Mr. Bella his P1 spot, Mr. Bella is still in the prime distance to pass him there. As we are approaching the halfway mark now, with 3 minutes to go. And so far, it looks like everyone has pulled a little of a gap. We don't see that many fights at the moment. Obviously, we have some people that have already been lapped. That will be quite challenging for the stewards to look at, because obviously blue flag infringements, those are also penalty worthy. We've seen that before. And yeah, you have to pay close attention to that. And it looks like Mr. Newcope has made a little bit of a mistake now. At least Mr. Bella has caught up almost 4/10 of a second. Let's see if he can pull a gap again. You can hear the tire screeching. Oh, and a little bit of oversteer again for Mr. Bella. In the same corner again. And now approaching the straight. Within 0.9 seconds. Obviously, if you can get really close to the guy in front of you, you can hope for a little bit of drag that will catapult you in front of them. But 0.9 seconds, it's not as consequential as within 0.4 or 0.3. And they're now going on to the start-finish straight. But still, Mr. Bella is within 0.7 seconds now of Mr. Newcope. So hopefully we will see some fighting here. And we have another penalty for Mr. DNF, but we will see what that has been handed out for. We see some people still in the pits, currently they're not within the 20 fastest driver, but it looks like a couple of people have stopped the race, still in the pits. But it's unfortunate. Obviously, it's nicer if you can continue your race. As I said earlier, you never know what happens. Even if you think you're in no reach of any position, I mean, a P10 finish is better than a P28 finish. But yeah, so it's unfortunate, but at the same time I can understand them to a certain degree. And we're at the halfway mark now, so for the people that went for a very early first pit stop, we might see some more pit stops, as we do now with Mr. Budak. Although his first stint was rather long, so could be part of a strategy. Maybe he didn't refuel. It definitely looks like a regular pit stop, but also maybe if we could switch to him. It looks like he has Mr. Budak in P9. He has quite some damage on the front wing there, as well as on the rear. So he might have crashed. Maybe we can see a replay of that. For now, let's keep looking at the fight between P1 and P2. Always nice to see a fight for the top spots here. And they've put quite the gap now to the rest of the field. A 26-second gap to P3, Mr. Lee. And we have a replay of that 5-second time penalty for car number 777. Oh, that is the same thing we saw earlier. Just exiting the pits and then going over that line. Probably with a car at first corner. But you're coming out of the pits quite slowly, and then going over that line doesn't really give you any benefit for the penalty you could be given for that. So just staying within the white lines should be priority when exiting the pits. Obviously, it can be quite intense if you're fighting for a position, and you're trying to maintain that position out of the pits. Obviously, you want to go as fast as possible, but getting a 5-second time penalty is just not worth. It's just not worth the risk. It's too much of a risk to be able to maintain that position if you can. Obviously, you won't be like 10 seconds behind if you're exiting the pits and fighting for trying to maintain position there. So just stay within the white lines, and that's the best strategy for you to do. And still, Mr. Bella can't seem to get really close to Mr. Newcoop. He's within 1.5 seconds now. And Mr. Newcoop is pulling more and more of a gap at the moment. We see some tire screeching, so it will be interesting the way they decide to take the second pit stops, because that could determine everything. Obviously, Mr. Bella with 1.3 seconds could be in a good position for an undercut, but they've both served their first pit stop at about 1 hour and 27 minutes remaining, if I'm not mistaken. So if they go for equally long pit stops, that's going to be at the 40-minute mark. So we will see what they decide to do. And it looks like Mr. Newcoop has made a mistake now, because they're within 1.1 seconds again. And we have a replay for a crash for a Ferrari earlier. That was the one we saw going into the pits. Oh yeah, that's a big crash. That's a big crash. Some stuff we saw earlier in the race as well. Luckily there was no one behind him. He just went on that curb, just went too wide, went onto the grass with his left tires. And when you're on the grass and you're on the throttle, that will just spin you. They will just spin you out, as we saw with him, and straight into the wall. That's a lot of damage. Hence why he went to the pits, even though his first stint was rather long. He was the race leader at one point, at least fighting with Mr. Ryman for P1 spot. Obviously they hadn't taken the first pit stops, so that's why they were in front of Newcoop and Bella. And Bella is within 0.9 seconds now of Mr. Newcoop. But he's not going really any closer at the moment. So it looks like Mr. Newcoop can maintain that gap for the moment.
Hi, I'm back.
And Patrick is back. There we go. Back from the
a long stint. It was a long stint.
I'm going to pull a 0-stop stint.
Yeah, you did well. You didn't do any stops yet. And we're checking out now Daan Leijzen. He's also from the Netherlands. We also know him. And he's, just doing his thing. He's driving around now on the 14th place with the Ferrari car number 33. We know he's a fan of somebody. But he's climbing little by little to the front. Yeah, he passed easy. That was easy. Oh, Mr. Newcoop fastest lap still. And Bella is closing in again.
Oh, no, he's really closing in. That was like 0.5 and now he's in prime distance for
maybe
to get that drag on the straight. Little mistake for Mr. Newcoop here. And he's trying to stay on that outside for the next corner. Now they're side by side. Hopefully they won't crash there. Mr. Newcoop is squeezing Bella quite into that inside line, going right again. And speed. Mr. Bella has that position now. Yeah, with much more speed out of that exit.
I think he had less.
Oh, but now Mr. Newcoop got a lot more speed out of that corner. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's going on the outside for that next turn, trying to outbrake Mr. Bella, really forcing him on the inside line there. Hopefully, probably attempting a switchback, braking very late. Oh. Good job. What? Now the exit of that corner is everything. Oh, and he managed to keep Bella from performing a switchback. Yeah. But they're really, really close now to each other. Bella trying to stay a little out of that drag, which can reduce your downforce in the corners. And there you don't want it. On the straight, obviously you want it, but on the corners it can send you off. So he's driving a little bit to the left and right there to have better downforce. and to stay on him. But there was a beautifully executed overtake in the first turn there by Mr.
Yeah,
Newcoop.
for sure.
Really
Yeah.
forcing him on the inside. Maybe you can see a replay of that again, because that was some masterclass. It was really beautifully executed. And hopefully we can keep looking at this battle as well.
Yeah, we have a lot of skilled drivers. Look, there he is again with his low down.
Oh, there he is again, but not enough speed. Obviously, he could have attempted to dive bomb him there, but that would have been quite the risky move. So
for sure.
I completely understand him deciding not to do that. And again, he's driving a little bit to the right and left there.
Yeah, I think these guys will fight until the end of this race. For
Definitely,
sure.
they've been fighting the whole race. That is some cinema here.
Yeah, for now.
That is what you want to see in
on this
racing.
Track. It's unbelievable.
That is impressive. I mean, we kind of saw that. We kind of saw that to some degree earlier this year with Max Verstappen on the MLS series, and we have a replay of that overtake now again. That is the first mistake there that allowed Mr. Bella to come closer, and then you see him forcing him to the inside there, and then just before that, before the corner going to the left again onto the racing line, and then just managed to outbrake him. And then also obviously Mr. Bella had he was more on the right side for the next turn, so he could have tried to perform a switchback, but Mr. Newcoop managed to stay as close to the inside to not let Bella pass
Open
there.
the gap.
So that was there was a very good overtake there.
And the smart part was that he was braking later than the McLaren, and then he braked into the corner to defend on that moment. So Bella couldn't do anything there.
No, that was some really good. There was some really good defending and overtaking there. Obviously,
both.
They're in P1 and P2, so that's what you expect from them. But yeah, that was some very skilled driving. And now they were really close there, just a few seconds behind. They were within 1/10 or 2/10 of a second there on this track. Now
it's crazy, yeah.
Mr.
Looking like a sprint race.
Mr. Newcoop has Mr. Newcoop has pulled a little bit of a gap now again, 0.7 seconds at the moment.
2-hour sprint race. That's not good for your wrists.
No, definitely not.
And we're just looking at sim racing. That's also nice.
Yeah, I mean they have been in that striking distance, except for that first pit stop by Bella that he tried to undercut Newcoop with. They have been within 2 seconds or within 1.5 seconds for the entire race. So that is some really that is what you want in racing. Very entertaining. Hence why we were on them the whole race.
Yeah, I almost died on my coffee.
What happened?
You can't inhale. Yeah, I just tried to inhale my coffee, but that's not working. So, but I survived.
Luckily.
Yeah, we have luckily, we have still, we have also, it's Mr. Van der Put. Yeah, he's still in the 5th place, so he's not doing really bad, eh? We thought already a few laps ago that he's just driving his laps, and he's still high in the list, so not bad for him.
I mean, it's still impressive. Like, his last lap was 1:18, 8:19, sorry, and the leaders are doing 8:13 laps at the moment, and he's still just about 1 minute behind on a 2-hour race.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's good, yeah.
It is.
And obviously
Let
we
me
see
see.
quite the skill gap is very evident between
Yeah.
Mr. Newcomb and Bella, and like our midfield and the back markers. Our midfield is doing laps in the late 8 minutes, like 8:40,
Yeah.
around that ballpark, and
Yeah.
the back markers are doing like 9 minutes or even
We see
close to 10 minutes.
a big difference between the strength of the drivers, and also I'm checking now the list a little, and we have left.
Well, we have a fight in
25 cars,
P14. Yeah, we have a fight in
Mr. Leijs
P14 at the
is
moment.
trying again. There
Yeah.
he is.
Oh, and then no, they're side by side.
Yeah.
And
It was
yeah,
a clean
yeah,
and easy overtake.
clean and easy
Almost let
overtake.
him pass.
Obviously, yeah, good. It looked like he let him pass. Obviously,
maybe, he's not faster.
in that instance, I mean, obviously it's perfectly fine to just let someone pass if you don't wanna.
No.
In order to preserve your tires, if you know you can't really defend them for that long, and in an endurance race like that, obviously, like in sprint races, I don't let anyone pass. I'm defending every position, even if it's the 20th. But in an endurance race like this,
Yeah, like like a lion on his meat.
yeah, definitely.
So, you like that? Well, I like a public server driver a little.
Yeah.
It's fun. Yeah. How long are you racing now? Sim racing?
Not for that long. Like I just got into racing about a year ago. Obviously,
Oh, that's not long.
somewhat obviously, yeah, not that long. Somewhat obviously through Formula One. Like that's what I started. That's why I started getting
me
interested in
also.
racing. Then quickly got to sim racing. I think ACC was just the cheapest game, or the one I was most
For now.
interested in. And we have a
Yeah.
fight between Mr. Alex and Mr. Issenger. But yeah, then I just started racing about 8 months ago, and then like just improved ever since. I actually started racing on a controller, hence why I prefer that outside view. Bella in the pits now, trying to undercut Newcoop again.
Yeah, I think so. He will.
And Mr. Issenger with Mr. Alex right on his butt cheeks.
Oh.
He can read the tiny text on the. He can read the Pirelli on his rear bumper.
That close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see the little paint specks.
So that's what
they're within 1 second. Within 1 second now.
It's happy to
fighting
see
for P9.
That we have fights all over the place in a 2-hour race with a lot of inexperienced drivers, because there were a lot of guys saying that was their first big race. So yeah, but I think it's going well. And this, there he goes. He's coming now.
Ooh, yeah. And they're approaching that turn that we have seen is somewhat the prime overtaking spot at the moment. So they will be there in a few seconds. And we will see if Mr. Issenger can take that corner well enough to maintain his position. And then we'll see who has the better exit.
Yeah. Yeah, I can tell you we're busy. We're still developing our broadcast. Oh, they both do a little wrong.
Yeah. But it looks like, Alex, that's exactly what... Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh
no, that's gonna be something for the stewards to look at. But it looked like that was on Mr. Alex. At least
himself.
As far as I could tell, Mr. Issenger was driving straight, but obviously
Yeah.
the steward's gonna
Oh,
take
there was a little
a
touch. There
closer
was
look
a
on
little
that.
touch. Yeah. I
Yeah,
think we will
a
get the
little
replay.
touch like that, but luckily probably not that much damage
No.
for each of them, if any. Maybe some bodywork damage, but
Yeah.
hopefully won't cost them too much per lap. And it's
I
gonna
hope.
be interesting now to see if and when Mr. Newcoop is gonna pit,
Yeah.
because Mr. Bella is probably gonna be faster now per
Yeah.
lap on new tires.
Yeah. And when I'm looking at
I would have expected him. I would have expected him to pit a little later, but obviously that's
from
completely fine to
Bella, you
pit now.
mean? You Mr. Bella, you mean?
hmm
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Yeah.
one lap later. Obviously here you don't have that many pit options because each lap takes
But,
8 minutes.
I
So
think he was watching his telemetry and
Mhm.
he's looking at it and he was thinking, okay, now I'm losing a lot of time because his tires were
Mhm.
burned up or something. And I
maybe
think it's choosing
maybe
to
he's also using maybe he's also using our AI assistant.
yeah,
Funnily also called Leo. So that's me. Yeah,
yeah,
it's not
yeah.
me,
It's
but
we use your name especially.
yeah. Before I even joined Full Grip Motorsport, you were already expecting me.
Yeah.
It's a prophecy. But
yeah,
yeah,
something like that.
maybe he's using that, and that told him to
It's earlier.
pit now. Mhm.
Yeah,
Do you think Mr. Newcoop is gonna pit at the end of this lap?
I think so because when
To
I'm looking at his lines, he's driving a little bit more careful. You see,
Mhm.
he's doing the corners a little bit rounder. He's not really on the edge on this moment, I think. It's,
Mhm.
let me see, his last lap time was 1 second slower than his best lap.
Obviously
8:13.6, so still fast.
heavily impressive,
Yeah, purple time.
and
So,
it's insane to see. Like Mr. Newcoop obviously has the fastest lap of the race with a 8:12
yeah.
337, but Mr. Bella is right on that with an 8:12 375. So he's just 400 slower.
Yeah,
And that's on the
it's
best
nothing.
lap.
Blink of the eye.
Yeah, and like that's practically the same lap time.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we see
some pit
that
stop.
we are getting some pit stops now. Mostly in the midfield.
Yeah.
But it's
See
also
some
going to be
three
interesting.
pitters.
Yeah.
Kerr did already 3 pit stops, and I see Mr. Velo 7. So
7 pit stops.
yeah,
Probably just from damage,
Mr.
etc.
Kummer 5. Yeah, I think so. Waystone did 6 pit stops. Resolute 3 pit stops. Yeah, and in
Resolute
front
still in the
Bella
pits.
did 1.
Mhm.
2. Sorry.
Obviously, the
Yeah,
people with
and
more pit stops, they're obviously way behind. Mr. Velo is
Yeah.
2 laps down. Mr. Resolute still in the pits, by the way. He's 6 laps down. So, sorry, Mr. Velo is 3 laps down, not just 2. So, yeah, obviously with that kind of damage that he picked up, forcing him to take these pit stops, that costs him a lot of time.
yeah, for sure. Mr. Wesley, Mr. Lee, car number 544. Mr. Fries, struggling with the Lexus, 39 seconds gap with Newcoop. Bella behind him with 32 seconds. That's the podium for now.
The
But
livery
still,
from
number
Mr.
2.
Lee looks interesting.
It's
I really like that.
Yeah, it's for French fries.
Oh, I just saw that now. I was wondering
Yeah,
if those were
sure.
ducks.
Yeah, no, it was. They're
I
fries
like that a
because
lot.
we had some guy in our Dutch community, and he liked fries. So we talked about fries and McDonald's and hamburgers. So he said, "I will come with a nice livery soon," and he did.
Mhm. Obviously, for livery creation,
Yeah.
it's quite challenging. I just did that. Spent the last few days creating my first custom livery. Can be quite challenging.
I'm looking at the chat on YouTube, and I see some information about Kyle. His pit limiter didn't work, and he was being disqualified from the race because
Oh.
of the pit limiter. That's a shame. There goes the leader of the race.
As expected, going into the pits, followed by P17, Mr. Ryabushitz. Still hope that I'm pronouncing his name right. Trying my
Yeah,
best.
I hope so. Yeah, he had some damage also. Look.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe
So now,
if it happened this lap, maybe we can get a replay of that.
yeah, maybe.
But no, it's gonna be
our-
interesting if Mr. Lee can, if Mr. Bella can, if his strategy works out and
Close
he
the
can
gap.
overtake, and then
Ah,
you can overtake Newcoop. Mr. Lee also going into the pits, probably following Mr. Newcoop. Did the same last time for his first pit stop.
copying it.
Yeah, disqualification there for number 16. That's probably what we saw in the chat.
Yeah, that was what I saw on YouTube.
I mean,
it's
Mr. Newcoop coming out of the pits now. And he's still in front of Mr. Bella there. So with quite the gap actually. So obviously worked out better for Mr. Newcoop, that strategy.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting.
Gap. That's a big gap.
From a 1 second gap.
4 seconds, or something like that.
But Bella is closing a bit of time now, and we have P4, 5, and 6 all in the pits now.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be interesting. Who's gonna come out of those pits or out of the pits first?
Yeah, whoever is so coming as last.
Just coming in.
Or he's going out first. He's going out.
Oh yeah, it's going out.
It's already finished.
And behind there.
No, not here.
No, he's going in.
Spot.
And Mr. Issinger coming out now. So that's gonna put him into P5. No, he's coming in as well.
Did you notice the big bumps over there? They're bumping all over the place when you go to the pit.
I haven't noticed that. We have a fight in P10 at the moment. Between Mr. Alex and Mr. Issinger again. We saw that earlier with they had a little contact.
Alex closed the gap again. There we go.
The contact a little before this here actually. Like 2 laps before. And yeah, Mr. Alex way better exit onto the straight. And now he's got Mr. Issinger. Issinger still with a chance to possibly overtake him if he plays his cards right now.
No, he's pulling away.
Yeah, that's too much of a gap now.
The slipstream is too much disturbed now because it's not close enough.
He could try to dive bomb in on the first turn, but it's risky, and I wouldn't personally do it. Just not worth it. Oh, he's going into the pits, yeah. And we have a replay on a Ferrari going into the wall earlier.
Oh,
we
that's
saw that
always
damage. Oh yeah, that's Mr. Rebushin. We saw a crash there earlier.
Yeah, oh look, and here's also a blue flag, so maybe it scared him a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. When you're driving the Nordschleife and you see a blue flag and you see in your mirror some headlights, I know for sure I get some. Yeah, I'm always almost make an accident or do wrong things, just breaking the wrong side of the road or whatever. There's always something going wrong over there. So I know the feeling. I see Bella a little closing in again. 1 second. He did. Oh,
Yeah, he's made up 1 second now. I mean, New Coupe has better tires,
yeah.
but we will see. And Mr. Isn't just coming out of the pits now. But nobody's in contention there.
No. So then
But he
has
is
to
quite close.
4.9.
Yeah, he's 5 seconds behind P10 there.
Yeah. Yeah, and we look
And
at the clock, Leo. Look at that. 30 minutes to go.
30 minutes to go.
1.5 hour past. Yeah.
And we still have a few people that have yet to serve their pit stops. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be interesting.
They have
Because-
15 minutes from now somewhere to go to the pit.
So everyone who hasn't served the second pit stop, now they have to do it because at
No,
least if they have
let's
started the
see
lap
Mr.
just
Ryman.
now.
Mr. Ryman needs to go for 1 mandatory. And that's all. So the rest of the drivers did already 2 mandatory pit stops.
Okay, then
Only the
my
Ford Mustang.
because my head-up display still showed Mr. Isn't on P11 also had to do one more pit stop. But evidently not. Oh, that was quite close to the wall there for Mr. New Coupe. But very skilled driver. He's still in control. But
They're
Bella
great
has
guys.
made up another 7/10 now, so we see him back there.
Yeah.
So we'll see if he can still catch up in those last 30 minutes. Ooh, slow corner
Yeah,
there
he's-
for
Yeah.
Mr. Newcoop. He went
Gorgeous.
over that.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
You know, Dolnek, of this. I think there's the weak spot for most of the drivers. One little mistake, a little bit too much to the right, and you're off. But now he's closing in. 2.7, 6. Still fighting with his McLaren. He's taking a lot of curb over there. Just using
And he's-
complete track.
Yeah, he's really pushing now.
Yeah.
But the McLaren can take a lot of curbs quite well. It has a good suspension.
No, that's the story. I heard more times than only once. But he's doing it. So I think it's important that your suspension is not too stiff.
Ooh, a little airtime there.
Yeah. Oh, and I think there's
Obviously
somebody in
something.
front of him.
Nobody in front of New Coupe at the moment, so he won't be impeded by traffic. He has
What's
a
Mr.
lot of
Newcomb?
space now.
Yeah. Mr. Ryman, Ford Mustang 995 is his car number, and he's still fighting, and he's on the 3rd place for the podium on this moment. And I think the only one who could threat him is the Lexus, but it's 26 seconds behind him, so you know, we have 27 minutes to go, then he should be 1 second faster a lap, and he is.
And
So
we
I
have a
think-
30-second. Yeah, and we have a 30-second
Yeah.
stop and go penalty for Mr. T. Issinger, car number
Oh,
222.
yeah.
Hopefully, we can see a replay of what happened there that gave him that 30-second stop and go.
Yeah,
Probably
maybe,
something like-
Maybe the stewards know.
So
they
hopefully
don't
the
know,
stewards
okay.
can let us know. Probably
it's a
something
game
the game
penalty,
handed
maybe.
out
Yeah.
The game does give you a 30-second stop and go for speeding in the
and
pit
I
lane.
just looked at
Oh,
Webber and he's off.
and he's
Oh,
off.
no.
Yeah, probably some front damage.
Oh, and now he needs to watch out because somebody behind him
Yeah.
is much, much faster.
And he has damage, so that will also cost him some lap time. And we have Ryman going for his last
Yeah.
pit stop.
Oh, he's still behind him. That's strange. I was thinking the Ferrari passed him already, but it didn't. Oh, let me see what's happening here. Oh, it's looking good. Okay. That's so difficult corner to do it well, and especially when somebody in your mirror. But I must say, I think we have a good field of skilled drivers. Also, the drivers who just started here, and we don't know yet
Definitely.
because they're all new guys for us. But we have
And they're
to see
making
here.
they're making a name for themselves here right now.
Yeah.
And now Mr. T isn't going for a overtake, possibly. And Ryman coming out of the pits.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I
Mr.
hope,
Issenger has passed. Oh no, that was a blue flag. The driver behind him.
That's right. Okay.
And he has to come in now for his 30-second stop and go.
Yeah. He's not doing that yet.
Or he's electing to do it in the last. He still
there
has
he
time
goes.
for one more lap before his pit stop. So
Yeah.
Mr. Bella, he has managed to catch up 2.5 seconds in one lap after Newcoop came out of the pits, but now he seems to be stuck within 2.6 seconds. So seems like Mr. Newcoop has warmed up his tires, has found his pace again, and can now maintain that gap. His last lap was a 9 minute and 9 seconds, but that one was the pit exit lap, so obviously that adds a lot of time to your lap time.
Yeah.
So we'll see what their actual lap times are.
And I think it's neutralized a little now because the tires are warm, and from both cars they are now on the normal conditions. Ooh, that was a little slide over there.
And there we have a 5-second time penalty for car number 720 and 94 with a replay for that. So that's for car number 720. Again, they're crossing the pit exit. Yeah, we've seen that same mistakes, same situation.
Yeah.
Probably going to be the same here.
Line, that's the problem. They have to go over the horizontal line here and then go to the... Okay, that's a shame. But
unfortunate.
Yeah,
I mean, in a race like this, 5 seconds isn't that much of a penalty. Obviously, like we mostly have, except for the gap between Mr. Bella and Mr. Newcoop, we only have gaps of more than 5 seconds, so they can just carry that to the end of the race, and they won't lose position unless, of course, some other drivers are coming closer, and then they may be able to gain a position like that. And Mr. Issenger, Marius Issenger, coming to the pits now.
Yeah. Yeah, this guy
hopefully
already did the event with us before.
I think he is serving his last open pit stop at the moment.
So.
Yeah, he is.
No stop.
And we have we have 2 more drivers that have to serve a pit stop, Mr. DNF and Mr. Lieschen.
Yeah.
In P13 and 14. Probably the last chance to do that now.
Yeah, I think they have, it's 15 minutes, so they have 7 minutes some.
7 minutes, not enough to do another lap. And
No.
Mr. Isn't just coming out of the pits now. Hopefully not going over over that white line.
No,
And
did
he
good.
didn't,
Yeah, that's
so
the right way. Yeah.
that's the right way to do it. And that doesn't cost you any more times.
No, nothing. Even much safer. Because when you take the risk to cross the line like that, you have some problems when there's a faster car coming just from that moment.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we have that rule. That's why that rule is generally in place. We're not the only one who have that rule. So um, even if there isn't another car coming up from behind, you have to stay within these white lines.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is on the exit here that the Nürburgring is a circuit that can pose a problem with it. Evidently, we've seen a lot of those penalties handed out.
Yeah.
So yeah, just staying alert, staying careful there. Obviously, you might be a little distracted. You're just trying to get the best pit exit you can and take the first corner
Yeah.
as good as you can. But then missing that and losing 5 seconds is just not worth the 0.1 seconds you possibly make up by that.
No. And I see a little bit changing in the sun. It looked like the sun is going down a little.
And Mr. Leeson has actually managed to pass Mr. DNF in the pits. So that's the place made up for him.
Yeah,
And
there he is.
there we have a 5-second gap. Mr. Gottschalk in P14 has a 5-second penalty.
Hey.
And Mr. Leeson is within 5 seconds of him now. And possibly we'll see a fight there later.
Yeah.
Mr. DNF
Okay, and
also out of
people-
the pits now.
Good.
And Bella has apparently lost quite some time, at least 2.5 seconds, on Mr. Newcoop here.
Yeah. Something happened.
And a drive-through
Okay.
for car number 92.
Given
By the game,
okay.
so perhaps a track cut of some sorts.
Yeah.
If you cut the track 4 times, then that's a drive-through for you.
Yeah, okay. And when people are looking at YouTube now for this moment, and you were checking this, and you've seen the unbelievable nice pictures of the race at the Nürburgring or the Nordschleife, you're watching now at fullgripmotorsport.com. We organize races in ACC and also BC with Evo, and of course. We have some races coming up again. We're not only doing this, but we have more races to come. It's also a 2-hour race. Zandvoort is coming up, and we have a race at Laguna Seca. And let me see.
In 2 weeks.
Yeah, in 2 weeks we I can give you some. We have the 26th of April. We have the challenge in the Dunes 120. That's also a 2-hour race at Zandvoort. We already have 19 registered cars, and we have also on the 3rd of May the Full Grip Laguna Seca 120, and that's also a 2-hour race at the beautiful Laguna Seca.
As well as a charity race on the 7th of June.
Yeah, that's a big
on
one.
Mount Panorama, on Bathurst. Really big event. We're hosting 12-hour race. So if you want to participate there, you have to register with a team. Minimum of 2 drivers, maximum of 5. It's for the Dutch Charity Against Cancer, which organizes track days, etc. for kids with cancer. And we have a lot of great sponsors there, a lot of great prizes. Ooh, and a crash for Mr. Budek there that we just see on the broadcast.
On the same place.
Oh.
Yeah. Mr. Budek, oh no. He did so well.
The same place that we saw a crash earlier.
Yeah, a few cars already did. Okay, but your story. You were on a good way.
Yeah. We have quite some nice prizes for for example, the race winner. So a bunch of prizes dependent on track position, etc. We have some trophies for the top 3 teams. For the drivers of the team with the most track cuts, we have a pruning set.
Yeah.
And then a 3-month subscription of our AI assistant, so race engineer, setups, etc. So that our AI assistant can do. It's free for all participants, so just if you sign up, no matter what position you get a 3-month subscription for that. A random driver will get a Hue-Sync Welt neon sign, as well as a $100 €100 gift card for Sim Racing Store for the driver with the fastest race lap. We have a full set of cleaning spray for the cleanest team. And for each driver of the winning team, we have a DNRT 30-year cap. So those are the prizes we will be handing out to the 2 drivers, dependent on track position, fastest lap, participation, etc. And then we also have an auction for a bunch of really cool gear. So, like, for example, we have some steering wheels there, a play seat, we have some pedals, a handbrake, as well as gloves, some tickets for certain races. For example, 2 tickets for the MotoGP general admission on Sunday, June 28th, as well as tickets for 2 adults and 2 kids for the historic Zandvoort GP, so F1 tickets. Also, some vouchers for a 1-hour kart race for 1 to 4 people, karting lessons, and some race square vouchers. Yeah, a lot of things there. And also some clothes, some merchandise from Assetto Corsa, from us. So with some limited edition Full Grip Motorsport 12-hour charity t-shirts in all shapes and sizes. And yeah, you can bid for that. So we have an auction on our website. If you go to fullgripmotorsport.com, and then we have a banner on the homepage that leads to the page of the 12-hour race. Alternatively, you can just go to fullgripmotorsport.com/about/12-hour, and then you get onto the page of the 12-hour race. Again, it's everything that every donation and every bidding price from the auction goes to About Against Cancer, so the Dutch charity. The goal is €10,000. Yeah, every euro that you donate or every euro that you spend on the auction goes to that charity. So yeah, it's a really cool project, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, it will be big, in our big sponsors like Alternate.nl. That's a shop who's doing a lot of computer stuff, but also sim gear. Yeah, we have a lot of those sponsors who helped us with this project. It's the 7th of June this year. So yeah, check out the website, fullgripmotorsport.com. Okay, and I heard something about a few replays to check out, so let's see what's happening
Let's
on the
get
track
into it.
earlier.
That's for P9. Oh, that was the crash that we saw earlier.
Yeah.
In the
live.
corner that we saw a crash earlier as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, he just he hit that curb, and then his car was just bouncing around, and that's really hard to control then. And that driver.
Oh, and he went
And
off
then
later
here,
again. It's the second one.
oh, another spin.
Yeah.
Same
You know,
driver.
when the first time your tires are damaged, and you always have to watch out for the next corners. But okay, you learn from that, I hope.
I mean, a lot of drivers here are on their first time driving this track, first time driving in an event of
Yep.
ours. So huge respect to everyone who's still in the race, and obviously everyone who participated in the first place. Really difficult track. 40 cars, 40 cars registered for the race. So yeah, really good job to everyone who participated in. And yeah, just I have respect for everyone who manages to finish this race. I am pretty sure I wouldn't.
Now, and I always want to say something about everybody who's helping now to make this possible, like you and the guys at race control. That's also important to say, because without you guys, we don't do anything, you know.
Yeah,
So that's also
and obviously also huge props to you, Patrick. Like you founded the whole of Full Grip Motorsport, and look what it has become now.
Yeah,
Great
and I did
events.
together with Wesley, and that's my companion, my co-founder Wesley. But yeah, he was a little bit scared today, so he went for his motorbike and went, together with some other guys. He's driving around now on his motorbike. So he wanted to drive, but he didn't do it because, yeah, he's working a lot. He is the big brain, the developer of the things you see on the Full Grip Motorsport, but also of the AI coach. That's also his job, and all the things we do. Yeah, he spent a lot of time to build it, and it's going bigger and bigger. So we go right way, and we will be bigger enough. And I can tell you also, since a week now, we have also 2 Evo servers. So when you want to drive ACC Evo, we have 1 Formula 1 driver online now, and there's 1 GT3 online. But we will arrange some races in the future, so soon, and it will be on AC Evo, and then maybe like a Mazda Cup or Formula 1 races. So, but check out the Discord soon, but we will communicate over there all our new events.
And we have 9 minutes to go on the clock, and
Yeah,
I dare
9
to say
minutes.
9 minutes. We're already 1 hour and 51 minutes
Yeah.
in.
It's almost
And
finished
still-
already. So it's so fast.
And still more than 20 drivers on the track. It's more than we saw last time.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, huge props to everyone here. And I dare to say that I believe Mr. Newcope is going to win this one
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
He won the
Or
last
he
race
must make a
last
mistake,
week.
but
Oh,
Yeah.
of course, if he makes a mistake now on the last lap for him,
yeah.
probably, maybe he will manage to do another one. Probably
Yeah.
we're
And you know
in 8
him
minutes.
because he was together with, I think it was his brother. I don't know for sure, but there are two Newcopes, L Newcope and M Newcope, and the other race they did with us, they also were dominant in the top 3. So they win. They did 1 and 2.
No, they did 1 and 3. P2 was Mr.
1 and
Hoffman.
3.
Last
Oh yeah, Hoffman.
yeah, last
And-
week on our Red Bull Ring 180 Austria event.
Yeah, that was
3
a
hour
3
race
hour
on
race.
the
Yeah.
Red Bull Ring, yeah. Where I stewarded. Yeah, we had the same problems as our
and
race
now,
control had this
Hoffman's-
week.
Yeah,
Mm.
but it's not really a problem. They solved it, but I think they have to start from the start like that. But that's because of the slots. Because a steward is like a spectator, and every spectator is also a slot. So when the server is full or something, and you want to go in, then you're not on the list. Normally, you will come on an entry list and then you're an administrator. But on this moment, I think because the slots are full, it's not working. But we always have the administrator tool to use when that's not working. But it was solved, so there was no problem anymore. It was only for the start a little.
Oh no, we have another penalty now in the last minutes of the race. Another 10-second time penalty for causing a collision. Obviously unfortunate
Yeah,
for
and a
Mr.
replay.
Gottschalk in the 720.
Oh, there it is.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah.
he hit Leise. Leise was hit from the back. That's a shame.
Very unfortunate.
Yeah, it was too late braking.
And the stewards deemed it his decision. Yeah, it looks like he braked too late.
Yeah.
And obviously also unfortunate to
no.
Mr. Oh no,
look at
that's
that.
another car.
Oh,
Ooh, just managed to
oh, that was
to make his way
driver.
through. Yeah.
The,
But also
the ninja hands.
in that case, if you approach a crash like that and you don't slow down and be careful and then you crash into someone, that can also be a penalty for you, because obviously you have to pay attention. You get a yellow flag and you have to drive slow and be careful not to crash into the other guys. So
Yeah.
obviously, like in the pileups we saw earlier, in that case, there's not enough time to react. But yeah, in a case like this, if he had crashed into one of them, there would have been a penalty for him as well. So luckily he managed to make his way through unscathed, but very unfortunate for Mr. Gottschalk there. Just 2 legs on the brakes, and then obviously the track goes really windy there.
Down.
So
Yeah.
I believe he tried to somewhat trail brake around that corner, but that just doesn't work. And then Mr. Leishton was just too. There was just not enough space for him. I believe if Mr. Leishton wasn't there, then he probably would have made it around the corner. But yeah, in that case, obviously,
just maybe, I don't know.
I mean, as a driver behind, you have to avoid incidents like that. That's your responsibility. So yeah, absolutely right decision by the stewards. Just unfortunate. I hope that Mr. Leishon can continue his race. He's currently in the pits. Probably getting repairs. And I hope he can continue, because that was not his fault at all. Yeah, and we have a fight at P11 there.
Oh.
And Mr. Isinger has passed. Yeah, just missed it. Just missed the overtake. But Mr. Koftoon, maybe we can get a replay of that and see what happened to Mr. Koftoon, because another 30-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. But yeah, Mr. Koftoon was really slow there, as we saw on the broadcast. So maybe he just completely missed his braking point at the corner before. There we go. That is live right now. Maybe you can see a replay of what happened to him. And there is car number 720, Mr. Gottschalk. A little bit of a scare right there, a little bit of an oversteer, but he corrected it and he managed to keep it on track.
Yeah, keep it steady. Somebody coming
and
off the pitch, he already had some damage.
P17. Yeah.
Not fixed.
Nope. So with car number 11, apparently he's just let Mr. Isinger past.
Okay, this goes some. Okay, no problem. Yeah, and Mr. Bella, where's Mr. Bella? He's driving here in the McLaren car number 121, and he's still in the second place, and he's 8 seconds
with an 8 seconds
Yuko.
gap now. But there, P3 has a 51-second gap to him, so
so no danger.
I dare to say, we have probably, unless they crash really badly now, we have our top 3 with Mr. Newcope, Mr. Bella, and Mr. Lee. But yeah, they have to. That last lap has to be clean. They have to keep it on track.
Yeah. Just surviving.
And we saw a really, really, really good fight between Bella and Newcope for almost
Yeah.
the whole race until Mr.
Yeah.
Bella pitted for his second pit stop. And then Mr. Newcope just did a monster lap and got out of the pits with a big enough gap to stay in front of Bella, and Bella managed to close it a little bit, but then now just losing too much time per lap. His last lap was a little bit faster than Mr. Newcoop's, but not enough to close an 8-second gap.
No, not enough. He won't make it anymore. Or what we said, maybe, and don't give the commentary curse, but only when Newcope crashes, then only will Bella pass him. But I don't think it will happen.
Yeah.
It's natural.
I don't hope so.
No, and I think, we have seen a good race.
Yeah, and Mr. Newcoop is on his last lap now, so that's the last lap for everyone. We have a few potentially still fights. For example, in P14 with Mr. DNF and I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name in P13. But yeah, they're within 1 second now. And Mr. DNF is much, much faster than Mr. Zivelion. My attempt at pronouncing that name.
Yes, I don't know. It's a difficult name.
Oh, they're within 0.3 seconds now. Oh, that was close.
Ooh.
Was that contact? I'm not
He
sure.
squeezed him.
I mean, a little squeezing is something you usually see in GT racing anyway. So a little bit of contact.
A little paint exchange.
And it seems like Dan Leisen has Leisen. Sorry, I apologize. My German tongue can't pronounce these Dutch names. It seems like he has retired from the race, which is really unfortunate. He was on track for a good finish, but then that contact just apparently gave him too much damage. He lost too much time, and he decided it wasn't worth continuing this race. So unfortunate.
Yeah.
And the overlay says that P7 so Alex has already finished, as well as P8 now, but that's not the case. They still have 1 lap to go because the leader is still on his last lap. So that's just a overlay.
A little bit. We have something to do for our developer, and he's watching now because I see him in the chat also. It's Wesley Lin. He's the co-founder of Full Grip Motorsport, and he's the brains behind all the software and
the whole project,
and all the kind of thing. Yeah, the most of the technical part, and I am doing the community part, so we split it up. And I don't like him at all, but I have to work with him. It's no problem. Okay. I think he will maybe put some text in it later.
Dan Lieschen also in our chat now. I'm really sorry for I'm sorry for you that you have had that crash. I wish you would have continued the race, but it's completely understandable that you elected not to.
He gave me the hearts. He loved me.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and it's correct. And we have the last. Yeah, I don't know how much he did,
And
a few kilometers.
yeah, he is approaching the carousel now,
Yeah.
and he's gonna finish that.
Oh,
Oh, a little bit of a scare there with the
that was a scary
a little
moment.
bit of a scare with the
I think he has some brown in his pants now.
a little bit of airtime.
For
Yeah,
sure.
he wanted to
Yeah,
he wanted to ventilate his the bottom of his car a little bit.
Yeah, I think so.
He wanted to show it
he
off. He probably has a very impressive
he's
livery down
doing-
there.
Yeah, yeah. But I see him jumping around on the curbs all the time, so it's a little bit scary. You know, it should be a disaster
I
when
mean-
you fuck up your race in the end.
Yeah, I mean, if he crashed now, he would probably be livid.
Yeah, I think
Otherwise,
he will go
back-to-back
away and
wins.
never come back. Yeah.
Otherwise, back-to-back wins in on both our events of the last 2 weeks now. That is really impressive. So huge props to him. One last week in Austria. So that would be 50 points for him if we had a championship. Might want to set up
Yeah,
one
if we,
at some point.
yeah, we will. We will. If we have enough drivers, we can start something like that. Maybe like
So if
an
you-
NLS kind of.
So if you want to continue, if you want to partake in a championship like this, join our Discord, join the website, and yeah, that's what we jinxed
Oh!
it. We jinxed
Yeah.
it. There he did
We
it.
jinxed it.
Or maybe a little bit of a show off there that he can crash and still finish the race. But no, I don't think so. I think that wasn't intentional. There's definitely brown in his pants now.
Yeah, for sure. Now he has some damage also, so the outside and the inside is a problem.
And now Bella is within 4 seconds now of
Oh!
him.
Oh, he jumped
So
over it. You
we
look at
might
that.
might see a very intense finish there.
Yeah, it could be.
I mean, if Newcope has enough damage, I see Bella is catching up quite a lot right now.
Oh, and you know he's
That would
fast
be
on the straight.
really. I can imagine.
He was faster all
I
the
can
time.
imagine
Look,
Newcope. Yeah. He was faster last lap by 3/10, and now he's
Oh,
really
look at
catching
that.
up.
And
Zero-
Newcope has a lot of
1.5
damage.
seconds.
He's coming.
He's coming, yeah.
Oh no.
Newcope will
Oh,
pray now
that-
to hold on to that position until to the last turns.
Oh, now
that
there's
finish.
pressure. There he's coming. Oh
Most
no.
intense possible
Oh.
finish of the race.
Oh,
Let's
it
see if he
is.
can
Oh,
pass him in those last
the
turns.
last corners.
A few
Oh,
100 meters
no.
from to hold on. Oh no,
He
in a
went
crash.
off. Oh,
And he
no.
got him. And there he is.
Oh,
Oh my god. Oh, my god. At a
What an
race
end of the
win
race.
for Mr.
Look at
Bella
that.
because of
He's
a
happy.
jinx
Car number
by Mr.
one.
Newcope in the
Ah.
last.
And of
And we're
course,
gonna have
number
to
3
look
is
at that
coming
again.
also. Unbelievable.
Number
Yeah, we have
3
to see
also
it later
approaching
back.
the
Oh.
finish as well. But in no
I
danger.
never seen this
of
kind
his-
of finishes, really.
Me neither.
And he
that
is
is more.
happy.
That is more intense than. That is more intense than every Formula One race I've seen yet.
Unbelievable it is. Wow, but Mr. Newcope. Oh no.
Just jinxed his win.
Yeah,
his
sorry
back-to-back
guys. We
wins.
did. Oh, there he's coming. Last corners, few turns, and then he's coming for the state. And yeah, podium for Mr. Wesley in the fright Lexus. 3rd place, he's in. Did the very good job.
Congratulations. And P4 is also coming onto the straight now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we see a fight actually in P14 at the moment, or at least Mr. Gottschalk has passed Mr.
Yeah, he just passed him, I think.
Zivelion.
Yeah.
They were among the last people to cross the start in front of Mr. Newcope.
Yeah, and civilian.
They're
Maybe
still
he can
fighting.
still. Yeah.
I mean, he's trying. That's his last chance now for P13. Again, if you haven't heard the finished on the broadcast overlay, that's a bug They haven't finished the race yet. They still have 1 lap to go. And that's really close right now.
There he goes. He's trying. He's. No, he just lifted a little, I think.
And there we see car number 5 passing the finish line. P4. And there is P6.
Yeah, and we're staying
We
at
see
the
the-
cars were coming in now.
Oh! And a track cut for
Yeah.
Mr.
Ah.
Zivelion.
Oh, that's a shame.
He was
you
on
see
track
picture in
to maybe
picture.
catch him. But
Yeah.
that is gone now. Unless, of course, we've seen what happens. That's why I said stay in the race,
I don't
keep
say
going.
it anymore. I don't say
I won't
anything.
say it anymore, yeah.
No, because then something happens. Since you are here, we have some strange accidents. So, people don't blame me later.
I will get all the blame.
Yeah, thank you. Now, few less turns for the Ferrari.
So another
Mr. Ischinger.
another hard mishap. Mr. Rayman is not P1.
No, 8th place for Mr. Ischinger. It's not bad, 2 hours driving and then end up on the 8th place. I think it's put it in the pocket. I see some happy faces in the chat, and here we see also the Ferrari, Mr. Arishev, 228 going for the finish line, 9th place. Was a little bit unseen. I don't know. He was there. You see him now, but yeah.
He was our Stroll. He was never on the broadcast.
Yeah, little. Yeah, something like that. But he did well. 7th.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh.
Everyone who participated here did well. So huge respect to everyone.
For sure. Yeah. I see some happy faces on the YouTube chat also. Those drivers are so happy they did. They had fun. That's important. That's what we are doing it for. We want to have fun, but also serious racing. No money for a real car. We can drive in events of Full Grip Motorsport and win prizes like the top 3 now wins 3 months subscription, elite subscription for Full Grip Motorsport Vision, Full Grip Vision. Yeah, with an AI coach, and a setup engineer, and all kind of that stuff.
Coincidentally, the exact length that we still have till our 12-hour race, where they can also win another 3 months. So if they participate there,
yeah, and
they
for sure.
can win
And when you already
6
have a
months.
subscription, the guy next to it will then win it. So when Mr. Ryman already had the package, we give it to number 4. So. Long way to go for Mr. Ischinger, 22 seconds, and then he going for a few less turns, and then to the finish on the 10th place. I think he. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no, another crash. Big crash
and
there right before
somebody
the finish.
passed him.
And he's lost his position.
Oh, that's a
Very
shame.
unfortunate.
A lot of damage, but he's finished now.
But
Oh,
he just
what a crash!
managed to just drag it across the finish line.
Yeah. Yeah, the white AMG. Oh, look at that.
Oh, great
I think
damage
some
for
damage.
Mr. Raya Bushits.
Yeah, look
That
at
is,
that.
oh my god. If you have a
Broken
crash like that, you
wishbones.
can't even really steer anymore. You have to, like,
No.
I think his car is steering heavily to the left, and he has to really steer against that. Yeah, look at him, really locked in, trying to stay on the racing net. And Mr. DNF now coming onto the finish straight
I only see
and going across the finish line,
blinking the lights.
flashing the flasher. Yeah, very happy.
Good job.
Great
He's
job.
the good soul. Yeah.
Shark also coming for the finish line
13.
and across it.
Number 14. Yeah. And we're just watching at the last cars now. And I also want to tell everybody already, thank you for watching for this moment. Stay tuned because we have some end. And oh, why?
Again,
That
yeah,
was the
that's
same
him
car.
with
Yeah.
already with the damage, even more damage now.
Oh, yeah.
But he
I
has
think
to.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
the last car now we're waiting for to go over the finish line.
Yeah.
And after
and
that,
then we
we'll have a
some
highlight
big
package.
highlights. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes, exactly that.
And
Yeah.
both front wheels are over the,
On 3 legs.
are completely to the side now. But he managed to just drag it across the finish line. So also
Yeah,
huge props to him.
He just finished. That's important. So that was all
think
the cars
he-
in.
Yeah, that's a little too much toe there.
Yeah, okay. And we just gonna check out some big, nice highlights.
That is the start.
That was the start.
A bunch of different contacts and crashes, so quite some stuff to do for stewards. Ay. Oh, there was
Just
Alex
inside.
Koftun there going.
Yeah,
Ooh,
Oh,
and that
yeah,
was
we
the
see
brake
the
check
brake.
we saw earlier.
yeah.
And there was
Yeah, and that was Mr. Bella.
this situation that caused Mr. Newcoop
Yeah.
to get first place.
Yeah,
Also again from
Little mistake.
the perspective of Mr. Bella there,
yeah.
going wide.
Ooh.
And then that beautiful overtake. Newcoop forcing Bella on the inside, then going wide. Again, just before the braking zone and braking late.
Yeah.
Just managed
Yeah.
to drag it across, and then also
Here, yeah.
Stay-
He just shut
stay
down
on the
door.
inside enough.
Oh, there
yeah,
he goes. Yeah. Oh, that was terrible, Mr. Budak. Look at that. He's jumping on. That's why. Yeah, same corner.
same corner. Very dangerous corner.
Here, the
here in
incident
sim
with
racing
Mr.
as
Leijs.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh. This was Mr. Newcoop
Yeah.
with that crash on the last lap, and that was the second
yeah.
crash that allowed Mr. Bella to then overtake him at the last situation and to snatch that victory from his hands after he was already 8 seconds behind. So very unfortunate for Mr. Newcoop, very lucky for Mr. Bella. So
Yeah.
the
we have
most
a great
intense
race.
finish to a race I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So great
Look,
race.
the guys, yeah, who win the prizes, we'll get them soon. We will talk to them when somebody had already the Vision app. We can give it on the next one. And of course, first of all, I want to thank you today for your first broadcasting duty.
Thank you.
I think you did well. I don't know if Jim is coming up also a little, but also Jim. But yeah, he was doing a lot of things behind the screens, like the replays. Thank you very much, guys. And also the guys on race control. Thank you. And of course, the people who are watching us. And I hope to see them on the next race on 26th of April. Thanks, Leo.
In 1 week. Thank you as well for your great job on the broadcasting. You broadcast almost every race, so obviously huge props to you as well. Yeah, and thanks everyone. It was really fun. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, you make me see the things I never saw. With you I know that this is all, so we don't need to take it slow. If you want me, then I believe that there's a simple remedy. We don't need no miracle, I think we've seen it all, just make the call. I'll come running over. We don't need no miracle, it's unconditional, just make the call, and I'll be yours. I'll come running over. We don't need no miracle, it's unconditional, just make the call, and I'll be yours. We don't need no I'm not the girl that I used to be. Sometime I'm more than words. I'm beyond what I once was. I don't believe in love it. Hey, hey. If I want something, I got it. Hey, hey. Oh, baby, I don't need love me. Hey, hey. 'Cause your love, I cannot buy it. Wasn't real with you, boy. Real, wasn't real with you, boy. You won't give me too much chances. I don't care, I'm fine, I'm fancy brighter. Yeah, yeah, oh boy, I'm telling you goodbye, I'm telling